Hello everyone, Eric Watson here, freelance writer, player of games, writer of words, recorder of videos, and a tabletop role-playing aficionado. Welcome to Patron at D&D, where platinum-level patrons and I get together to play Dungeons & Dragons via Discord and Roll20. These sessions are entirely supported by patrons at patreon.com/roguewatson. Patrons also get exclusive access to private videos, custom 5e content, and participate in monthly DM roundtables and these Patron at D&D games. These games are not live streamed, but are recorded for your viewing pleasure. You can watch more at D&D sessions, reviews, and crafting streams on the channel. Read recaps at roguewatson.com and listen to all of these shows with the Rogue Watson podcast, available wherever you get your podcasts. You can join our official Discord server with invite link in the description below. Our music is by Kevin MacLeod, and our amazing original character art was done by Jimmy McClure. Welcome to Chapter 6, Episode 3 of our Empire of the Ghouls campaign, designed by Richard Green and published by Kobold Press. This session, I am joined by patrons Brandon, playing Bahn, the Kobold Bard College of Whispers.
Hey there.
Jason, playing Zaberi, the human battlemaster fighter/wizard.
Hello.
Morgan, playing Millie, the human way of the Kensei Monk.
Hello.
Stan, playing Alaric, the dhampir Death Domain Cleric/Bard.
Greetings.
And introducing a longtime patron, first-time player in this campaign, Marcus, playing Davros, the dwarf Geomancer Wizard.
Hey, what's going on?
Previously on Empire of the Ghouls, after docking the ship at Chandelier Island, the party met Gromork, a vengeful gnoll tracking his clan's murderers. Their goals aligned, the party began exploring the mountainous island. After finding the first entrance tunnel dripping with acid, they continued up the path several hundred feet above sea level and entered a different tunnel, crossing a bridge over a chasm. A telepathic voice warned them to turn back. When they refused, they were attacked by vulture-like demons, which drew the attention of several ghasts. Zaberi, Gromork, and Alaric fought back, while Millie recovered her gem of brightness after a demon threw it down the chasm. What a dick. An eastern tunnel contained an abattoir of bones and bodies, feasted by bloated ghouls and a grotesque giant worm. Gromork recognized the bones of his brethren and flew into a rage. Zaberi and Gromork formed a bulwark, trapping the creatures while they burned from Alaric's daylight spell. A new voice called out to turn out the lights, and the party met a myconid named Truffle Club. The creature tended over the mushrooms in a northeastern tunnel, which was also used as an alarm system. After some persuasion and intimidation, the myconid pointed out the exploding mushroom nearby, prompting the party to stick to the western wall as they approach an ominous door flanked by floating skulls with green light. Meanwhile, as Gromork leaves, we have the Bahn, who was perhaps doing some last-minute tweaks on the boat that you all arrived on, was remaining behind. You run up the path, which I can show you back to this map because we really like this map. Of the this is the side view of the mountainous area you all are in the middle of the Sulphur Sea. And Bahn, you hurry and ride up and head up this path. Put your little token on there, and then probably just materializing. Or if you have another idea, Davros, you are going to be appearing basically just right in front of Bahn, practically running into him, this bushy, older-looking kobold.
Yeah, I think he appears mid-sentence on top of that. I think he appears and immediately is just going, and then I say to him, hey,
Who are you?
what?
What?
What? What? Not again. Every time we use that teleportation circle, it always malfunctions. I don't... Okay, hello. Who are you?
You're in a bad spot. I would teleport back out.
Now you see, I was going to a dinner party. I don't have a lot of my stuff with me.
Well, you're gonna go to a different kind of party now.
What does Davros look like? What is Bahn seeing when you're appearing?
So Davros, he's about 4'2". He is a Southlands dwarf, although instead of being shaven headed, with his beard trimmed, he actually has a full head of hair. It's been locked a little bit, so it's been braided. And of course, he has a big bushy beard, pretty stereotypical for a dwarf. And yeah, he looks like he's pretty older. He's dressed in regular traveler's clothes, like he's about to go to dinner.
So we're still in our like disguise too.
So that's something
I
I'd
don't-
forgotten about too. Yes, we've been trying to have to play a little fast and loose with that because of the rotating characters in and out. But in general, yes, you guys are still, most of you, I should say, are disguised as Dhampir.
Yeah.
Which has been an interesting issue, especially that was a major issue for when Grimoire first spotted you all, as you all look like. So basically, Davros, when you pop in, and you can be talking to him, that whole conversation is fine, but maybe as you get a good look at him, he looks like a undead, ghoulish version of a kobold. And the surroundings you see,
Okay.
it immediately slaps you in the face. Not the kobold, but the surrounding. Like you can feel that you're underground, deep underground, and you look around, and there's a dark lake, and it's yellow, and it is putrid, and it smells like sulfur, and you can feel you're standing on this like narrow path, going up this just mountainous island. This is a very, very exotic location to suddenly appear in. And you can probably piece together, given all of these context clues, that you gotta be in the underworld, which is this universe's Underdark, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
When you make the face of the sulfur, Bahn says, "It wasn't me. It was already here."
I sure hope so.
I'm trying to make my way up. Those bastards left me. I was the only one that could evidently tie down a boat. I can't
Wait,
believe it.
you sailed here?
Yeah, the Sulfur Sea. It's a long story. We'll talk about it on the way up.
Yeah. Also, are you one of the? Well, I'm assuming you're a friendly undead with the whole
Lord Grimtooth
Grossness.
Rotbone.
Nice to meet your acquaintance. I'm Davros Okan. Nice to meet you. Sticks out a hand.
Bahn will take it, definitely, and shake your hand. You notice like just like bushy eyebrows mainly off him. He's got red scales and he's got like a yellow gold robe that he's wearing. But essentially he'll say, "I don't think we've got much time. They won't make it long without me."
Understood. Let's start walking there.
If you've got a faster way up, let's take that.
Hold on 1 second. You see him reach into his pocket, because again he just has on essentially traveler's clothes on. He reaches into one of his pockets and pulls out a little bag. It's purple with a little bit of embroidery on it. Kind of opens it up and he puts his hand deep into it, like, all right, where's this thing at? Pulls out a little doll. Nope, that's my granddaughter's. Puts that back. Pulls out a dagger. Nope. Pulls out a leather book. Here we are. Well, I'm assuming you're an adventurer. Is that correct, Mr. Bahn?
Grimtooth Rotbone down here.
Grimtooth Rotbone. Understood. Well, I used to be an adventurer once. Retired, but I guess I gotta whip out the old book. How far do we get up to where we need to go?
How much do I estimate?
This is a path that winds around this 500-foot wide, 500-foot tall pillar of an island, and you imagine it's about 100 feet of having to just ascend up this path to get to the next entrance. You remembered seeing that they did not go in the first entrance. They noped right out of that. So you got to go another, and that was already 100 feet up. So now you got to go up another 100 feet up to get to the next one. But they haven't come out of that one, as far as you're aware.
I'd guess about 200 feet.
And you say we need to get there fast?
Yes, if you can fly or...
Oh, I'm a dwarf. We don't fly. But we will go in style, though. Quick question though. Do you mind, like, getting on my shoulders or something? You know, 'cause this is like a seat. This is like a seat for one.
I do not mind at all.
All right. Kind of like hunches down. Okay, climb on.
You're never gonna get him off your shoulder.
He hopped
See,
on.
like,
No
he'll
problem.
like get you like, you know, like you have a toddler on your shoulders.
Yeah.
But we're probably the same size, so. Yeah. Once you're on, he will, look at the spell book. Oh man, it's been a long time since I've cast this one. See if I still got it. Earth Skimmer stamps his foot, and that's
This
not
is
what I
like-
wanted. I wanted this.
Just
Here
like
we go.
rollerblading in the earth.
I would say this is like riding a jet ski.
Essentially, yeah, it's like a pillar of earth. It appears underneath him, and we get pushed up the side of the mountain.
This is like Iceman, like from the X-Men, like how I always see Iceman like moving with like shh. That's awesome.
Yeah, that was great. I love it.
This is more than great. This is a 4th level spell. You are having the time of your life with this one, Bahn. This is incredible. Just absolutely on the shoulders, and suddenly just.
Yep. It's like one of those those heroic poses that you always do on the cliff face, where it's like 1 foot forward, and you're like, yeah, that's exactly how he's going. Just 1 foot forward. It's like on
Delaware.
a
Exactly
exactly
a couple times.
exactly. He's just zooming up the side.
Yes, so you guys can easily do that, and in fact, you can keep that going for a minute. You zoom up and through this tunnel that opens up into a chasm over a bridge. You can see several dead bodies, none of whom are your party members, so that's probably a good sign. And you can literally just follow a trail of bodies as you crest to the right into this cave of bones that have been recently like just blasted with radiant energy. And then you finally turn up. And very dramatically, the rest of you, Alaric, Zaberi, and Millie, see this exact situation of a dwarf whom you had not seen before, with Bahn riding on his shoulders, just gliding through the earth on this magical earth slab, and then appearing right about here. So you guys are on the right side of the map. And just to remind, since the last thing I mentioned, last thing that happened last session, was you had recently talked to this mushroom fellow in Broken Dhampir, who was not hostile, but was annoyed at any harm coming to his mushrooms. And you got enough information out of him to learn that they cultivate the mushrooms in some way, and they said, quote, as an alarm system. And they mentioned that there was one exploding mushroom along this eastern wall that was set to basically warn and go off if anybody got near it. So you all have been hugging this western wall. And that's the information you know when these two appear with their earth slide.
The whole time with all the dead bodies, Bond's like, yeah, that's the right way. This is definitely the right way. We're heading the right direction. And then
By the gods, look at all these dead people. Ugh.
When we get up to the top, Bahn will get off your shoulders and say, oh, okay, I see how it is. You guys just leave me behind. I have to fend for myself. Well, that's fine. I don't need you. I've got a new friend. And I'll
Actually,
step toward the,
I don't
the
want to
east
step.
side.
I don't want to be in between anything.
Alaric will walk up to Bahn.
Davros will take you all on right now.
He'll kick your ass.
Alaric will just walk up to Bahn, put his finger on his lips. Alarm system. Stay on that wall. Those aren't flame skulls. Think the bread lady, think high priestess maybe through those doors.
Oh. Well, we'll put a pin in this for now.
And it's nice to see you too, Emperor Rodbone.
We've got a dwarf wizard.
Hey,
So you found yet another way not to walk somewhere. Good job.
Thank you. Starting to be pretty proud of it.
Um,
When one door closes.
Not sure if it's afternoon or evening anymore, but good day to you, sir. I'm Alaric, emissary of Wotan.
Nice to make your acquaintance, Alaric. I'm Davros. Nice to meet you all.
And we're not, just to let you know, we're not really. It's a disguise.
Yeah, that was my next question. Did I teleport into a realm of dead people?
Yes, you did.
But you are dead.
No,
Well-
not dead, making undead really dead. That's kind of our job. But right now we're trying to rescue a duke. It's a story. We'll catch you up later. But right now we're about ready to. It's evil temple. Verosane is, I don't know if that's a thing, an evil god you're aware of, but kind of one of his temples. We're about ready to go in and see if we can take care of some evil priests and maybe get some undead poison while we're at it.
You would most
So
likely
it does sound like you guys are adventurers then.
Yeah, pretty much.
How
Yeah. Yeah.
How do you feel about stopping the end of the world? Is that something that works?
I mean, I guess, I thought I retired from that, I work for the state now, I build pyramids,
You do.
And then like, like I was supposed to go to like a dinner party with my kids. How long is this going to take? Like, is this like a quick in and out adventure, or is this like we're going to be doing this for a couple weeks?
Well, I've been fighting this war for 10 years.
Holy.
This particular adventure has been going on for about 2 months now.
I'm not going to make
But we're
this
close to
party.
rescuing the Duke, so we may have a chance of taking out the undead emperor and putting Emperor Rotbone here on the throne. So we've got options. We're trying to wrap this thing up.
Well, as long as I'm here, you got my spell book. Pretty decent with the Warhammer too. I think it's in here. Pulls out the bag, starts rifling through it. Actually, could you give me like 5 minutes to change real quick? I got to put some stuff on real quick.
And Davros, you would probably recognize whenever they mentioned the name of the hunger god, Vardazane, is definitely one of the more famous, technically a neutral god, but almost always worshipped by like cannibals and undead, because technically everybody gets hungry. But usually they take it as like, I'm like, hunger's my whole thing, and I need to feast on, everything and everybody. And it's definitely an undead god. That's typically when people worship him or venerate him or whatever, it's for nefarious reasons. And definitely a popular god amongst ghouls, particularly.
Gotcha.
And I don't know if the party mentioned, the Ghoul Imperium is a thing that people know about as well. They typically have been like, it's like the equivalent of having like an evil country that's like on the other side of the world or something, where it's like, yeah, they're bad, but they don't really affect my life. Except if you're somebody like Alaric, who's like, oh yeah, and they helped invade my fucking country.
Yeah.
So.
Because I feel like Davros probably would have heard about that.
Yes.
But, again, it's one of those things that's far away. It's not your problem.
Yep.
Well, he's going to cast Mage Armor.
Yeah.
To prevent his squishiness, because he has an 11 AC. Now we get to be 14.
Slightly better.
Oh, yeah.
Millie's going to look at Alaric and say, so, do you think that there's going to be some fighting coming up in here?
Yes, definitely.
Okay,
As soon as he said
I got to
red
get
lady,
ready
yes.
too.
Yeah. As soon as he said red lady,
Millie's-
I'm pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, Millie's going to activate her Eldritch Claw tattoo, and that takes a bonus action, so she's just going to use that right before she goes in. Well, let's get this party started then.
Yeah, you guys been hugging these walls. These got these this flying cool. They look really cool. And meta knowledge wise, they look like flame skulls, but in universe wise, these don't appear to have any sentience of their own. They're just these cool floating skulls that look like just really badass Halloween decorations, just giving off this green light basically outside this door. But they're free floating; they're not attached to anything.
Bahn wishes he had dispel magic.
That's a token we can kill it.
That
All right.
Yeah, looks like he does not have dispel magic.
So Millie's going in first, right? That's been the new tactic. Kill off the old bag. I mean, have her protect everyone.
You say that she has this giant scar still from like the last time she went down.
I'm fine with that, though. I can handle it. Unlike some people, Mr. Scaredy Cat, I'm staying at the boat.
I'd say Bahn goes to argue back just as Alaric goes to open the door.
You guys opening the door?
Oh yeah.
All right. This large chamber is lit with green light shed by caged beetles. Stone columns carved with coiling purple worms support the vaulted ceiling, and more carvings decorate the stone floor. Steps lead to a sunken area in the center where a Dhampir priestess and two ghoulish acolytes chant beside an altar. The priestess wears a leather apron made from human skin and a crude mask from the flayed face of a human woman. The blood-stained floor around the altar juts out over a large, seamless, bottomless pit of swirling dark shadows. On the far side of the pit, a giant statue of a hooded figure stands on a stone platform. The priestess is crying out in Dhampir, "Come forth, Regala! Let the blood of the royal Krakoven guide you! Become the instrument of our will!" As the door opens, that tends to flood in a bit of light from your hallway as well. And the one of the ghouls snaps its head up and turns and hisses at all of you. And you can see her whips her head back towards the doorway. And she says, "You, the ones the Imperium is talking about. Instigators. Foreigners! Insurrectionists!" And I am going to ask for some initiative, please.
I've been called so many names in my life.
Added some new
It's
ones.
It's not
At
okay.
this point, it's more of like titles, you know.
First of his
True.
name. Let's go.
Is that our,
Oh,
is that our
Davros.
party name?
First,
Insurrection?
hang on. First roll for Davros is that one.
He throws up. He sees that room and says, "Oh,
You've got the summoning sickness, the teleportation
Yes.
sickness.
Why am I here? Why here?
just to suffer." I think.
He's not been desensitized to all the creepy undead stuff at the moment, so he was
Yeah, he just pukes.
a little culture shock.
Just remember, Alaric is on your side. No matter what you see, Alaric is on your side.
Oh. Okay.
All right. Wow, look at these. We've got some high initiatives and some not so highs. It looks like
Wow.
Bahn is just barely the first one to be able to respond to this situation.
Bahn is gonna cast the little ornate box that he'll push a button on, and it pulls out a construct. This is AI.
Robot buddy.
Yeah. And so the construct is specific one. I'll have to double check. I think it's the metal one. Yeah, it's the metal one. And we are... Bahn yells, "Protect me!" That's its job right now. That's my whole turn. It's concentration for 1 hour.
Okay. Does it move when you do, or does it have its own initiative?
It goes immediately after my turn.
Okay.
And so like right now it's just protecting me.
Okay. Ooh, I actually got my boss to go pretty early. That's nice. She will follow up her threats as she stares daggers at you all. Especially, Alaric's probably the most infamous of the group at this point, I would imagine. It's probably fair to say. And you could tell that word has gotten around, even in your disguised forms, about these certain characters causing problems in the underworld. You've also
that bartender.
Yeah, you also even remember how the Imperium is particularly good at spy work and getting information. You saw a lot of that on the top side as well. And she points one bony hand at you, Alaric, and says, "You be gone!" And she attempts to banish you.
This is a spell from an undead, right?
This is a... she is undead.
Okay. I
That
have
helps.
advantage on saving throws against spells from undead.
Okay. This is a charisma.
Robes of Sister Adeline to the rescue.
Nice. Oh my goodness. He rolls a 19 also.
Easy.
Wow. Very impressive. All right. She points a hand and tries to banish you, but the spell fizzles, and you can even feel I like the flavor of the holy robes kind of like pulsing, and you can feel like the warmth spread through your body. However, her hands are, so you see there's blood all over the altar and the floor. You do not see any kind of body or anything. And her hands, she's got her hands like on the altar, and she's kind of got blood on them. But then she snaps up another hand and cries out like, "To me, they're here, kill them!" Hear her scream. That's gonna add some more initiatives to the old combat. And Alaric, you are the next to respond.
Well, I'm kind of tired of listening to her.
Nice.
Open down the silence. No sound will be created within or pass through a 20-foot radius sphere. You want to do that right on top of her, I take it?
Pretty much, yeah.
Somebody want to try?
I will. Let me move in. 15, 20. I'm gonna pop right here, and I will center it on it right there. Right smack dab in the middle of the altar.
20-foot radius is pretty big, isn't it?
Yep.
It's bigger than that, yeah. Something like that. 5, 10,
Yep.
15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. That's a little too big, I think.
I can't see to help.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Just round that out a little bit.
10,
Yep.
15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Yeah, you're right. Alright, there we go. Like there-ish.
It's close enough. I'd probably pop it up one more, but that's good.
Sure.
That's fine. Yep. That's good.
Zone of silence. Alright, Millie.
Okay, so Millie is going to do a little running in.
Got critters to the north as well.
Okay, 5, 10, 15.
Yeah, what can you see?
Oh, critters to the north.
Yeah, so you see multiple doors in this room, one to the west and one to the north that looks similar to the door you just went in, but you also see just an open pathway. You're not sure if it was always like that or if it was destroyed long ago. But you can see into the next cave room to the north, and you can definitely see there are some figures standing there who have recently been alerted to your presence.
Okay, well, she is actually going to run up to the north after Alaric tells her up to the north. So that's 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And 5, 10. Yep. Okay, so she is going to attack from right there, I think. Let me double check to make sure the range is fine on that. Her Eldritch Maul tattoo gives her extra reach, and I think it's 15 feet. Just check that to be sure. And it is... Yeah, I'll just post it. Boom. Oh, no, it's not even posting it. Okay, yeah, it says for 1 minute, 15 feet away.
Okay.
So she is going to attack the one... this one over here on the right.
Numbers on them, yeah. So they all look undead. They all look slightly different. The two that are flanking the door are dressed in almost like ceremonial armor. But they look like Dhampir or Ghouls. The one up here looks like he's dressed more in robes. Also very ghoulish. I think that's... yeah, pretty much all you can see.
Okay. Yeah, she's going to attack this one on the right first.
Yep.
With... yeah, with her life-stealing sword. Does a 24 hit then?
Yes, it does.
Okay. So 17 damage on that. And she has 2 attacks, so she's going to do a second one on that one.
Oh,
for
shit.
a crit.
Oh,
First crit
shit.
with this sword. Awesome.
Nice.
Crit.
And that does, let's see, 13,
No.
19,
It doesn't trigger on undead.
26. Oh, it doesn't trigger on undead?
No.
So not the necrotic damage. So 13 and 6, so 19 with that
What
one.
kind of DM would give you an awesome sword that's not good against undead, against an undead campaign? Oh, the cruel irony. All right, what's the damage total?
That was 19, and the first one was 17.
That's still pretty
And
solid.
then she's going to use 1 key point to do a flurry of blows.
Massive damage for the crit.
Yes, yes. Roll on the massive damage table. Thank you.
Yeah, massive damage.
Oh, that's a great one for you.
Frightened.
And you get 1d8 temporary hit points.
Oh, and I will roll the 1d8 first. 3 more hit points. Okay, I'll add that in a second. And I don't have advantage, right, on a frightened character, so I'm just going to do
right, I think it's
2
just they have
punches. Ooh,
Oh,
that was a miss.
the nat 20 followed by the nat 1.
And a 24
Those hits.
for another 15.
Wow.
And she's just going to stand there, and she's going to kind of guard that doorway. And that's the end of her turn.
Okay, you definitely did a number. You did a lot and noticed that this ghoul is still standing upright and appears even more fervent at going after you, but definitely bloodied now. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. This ghast is going to scamper over. This is just a little bit of a recessed area, not even a full level. And runs up to you, Alaric. And attempts to claw at you. 17.
Ineffectually. Shield holds.
All right, shield comes up, scrabbling against you, hissing wildly. You notice that even though she is definitely a Dhampir, these are not. This is merely a ghoul or a ghast or something. That's a lower form of ghoul, but still has the like ceremonial robes on. All right, Millie, since you are currently up here holding the aggro, one might say. Let's try to... and this is the one wearing the robes. They'll try to paralyze you. They're gonna weave their hands together and mutter under its breath. And try to cast Hold Person. You probably have a pretty good wisdom save, but I don't think this creature knows that. Ooh, that is a success. With a 14, so we're just able to hold off against the paralyzation. And you can see this creature now starts scrambling and crying out, possibly for others as well. You can see it kind of duck more to the western side, where you can see stone steps leading towards the west. Next is the one that you frightened. And I think that means I can't move closer to you. And I would have disadvantage. However, it's got one more trick up its sleeve that does not require an attack roll nor moving closer. Instead, it seems to mutter a dark prayer, and you can see it does the creepy, like, almost snake-like thing where it unhinges its jaw and suddenly, or actually it's like a xenomorph, really, and you can see the whole mouth kind of, it not flesh part of it, but like a shadowy version of it, like flies out towards you and bites at you. And that is going to require a Constitution saving throw. For 18 necrotic damage. I don't think I rolled well on that damage. It's actually about average, maybe.
Okay. Yeah, she doesn't have anything that she can do to stop that, so... Ooh, 18.
18 necrotic damage right till the end of their next turn. Okay, so now the frightened effect would go away at the end. I'll put a mark on there that they use that ability, though. Let's see, what else can we do? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Zaberi, Bahn, and Davros, you see from the north comes lumbering this humanoid structure of bones. Looks like if somebody built a construct like you just did, Bahn, but entirely out of bones and infused with necromantic energy is what you see.
No, it's worse.
Trudging down the north part of this cave. Makes it to about right there, and then it actually just flings parts of itself, these like bone shards, outward, and it really doesn't care what target it hits. Your construct does have like AC and stuff, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll include that as the token fate. And we're gonna do Davros with both of these attacks. Welcome to the party. Let's see, normal. Let's do one bone shard. Ooh, but I got the natty one. You were like bent over, vomiting, and a shard just comes like choo right overhead. Let's try one more. How about a 23 though? As you come up.
Yeah, he goes. Oh, that hits him.
For 8 piercing plus 9 necrotic. Whatever magic is infusing him together, he seems to be able to infuse it right back and fire it out. Let's see, we got gas number 2, 5, 10, 15, 20.
Bond says, no, you're supposed to dodge.
I'm kind of rusty.
This one will run up at you, Alaric, same thing, try to claw at you for 21.
21 hits.
21 hits. Accept the hit.
Don't have a choice.
For 11 slashing plus your favorite Constitution saving throw against the Ghoul Claws. And then I'm gonna need another Constitution saving throw for the silence concentration.
On save number 1.
That is your favorite
That's a
save.
problem.
That is a problem.
And I'm still concentrating.
Okay.
I'm paralyzed, but I'm still concentrating.
Yeah, I think it's only incapacitate, which destroys concentration, right? I think you still be paralyzed. I'm gonna flip that one up. But yeah, you get paralyzed from the ghoul claws.
I'm going to take a check on something and make sure that sticks, but for right now, I'm paralyzed.
Okay. Oh, if you have something like a reaction?
I've got reactions and resistances and stuff because of the 3 million magic items I'm carrying right now.
Right. Let's see. The other servant of the unsated god, which is just such a cool... Put that on all the business cards, I imagine. This one is not frightened of you, Millie, and will just walk up to you and has a mace in hand that is just like dripping with shadowy energy and has like almost those like shadow fangs all over it as he attempts to strike at you with it. I don't think a 10 is going to do very well, though. And then, of course, because he's a Darkhoul, he also tries to follow up with a bite attack. Don't think a 15 is going to hit either. Okay, that one had a more bluster than bite. Zaberi, there's a lot of enemies afield.
What year is it?
You have so many options.
Okay, and I can't see shit, so I'm just gonna like take a step. When I walk over here, do I have to go step in and then down? Oh, there's something in my way. Okay, never mind.
There's pillars. There's pillars along the walls. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's convenient. Okay, 1, 2. That's like my plan.
Is paralysis a disease?
No, it is not a disease.
Okay.
I'm gonna try something here. 1, 2. I'm gonna step here.
Okay.
You wanna AOO me? AOP me? Okay, well.
Ooh.
Werewolves of London. Sorry.
So when you step into this room, to give y'all an update, you see again the Darkhoul priestess with the blood-stained altar here, a very ominous, just bottomless, shadowy pit to the south, and then Alaric, you noticed, is just stunned, like literally, and not like oh my gosh, but he's like literally with the, you could tell he's paralyzed by these ghouls' claws.
Are you attacking me?
Attack of opportunity is what we were joking around about.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
You're
literally having to step through it. I got you.
You didn't do it when I moved, so it's too late.
Nah, I probably will try to do that. Thank you. I was so busy like worrying about.
I was like
painting the picture for you. There you go. You're good.
Okay, sweet. 1, 2, 3. Okay, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. Damn it. 4. Things always spaced out just perfectly to screw me up. Okay.
I try.
Yeah, you planned it all out this way when you contacted the guy who wrote the thing and said, plan to make sure this combat is really hard for Zaberi.
Exactly.
Okay, let's just go. I'm going to action surge. Dash. Woo!
Oh, okay.
I want to make sure she sticks around.
Yeah.
I will cruise in here and do a little...
She does not
Bye-bye.
like you getting all up in her.
She'll like it less in a second. Okay, and let's just take a big smack. Sorry, so I gotta open everything up. What is she wearing?
I think I said.
What are you wearing?
It's very, what is it, Silence of the Lambs, or Leatherface, where she's wearing like human skin. Yeah, and like a human skin suit, essentially. Which you can infer all kinds of psycho like therapy from that, I guess, but clearly looks like a Darkhoul underneath.
Does it look like it's very tough? I guess is my question.
The skin does not, but you can tell she is wearing armor underneath that.
Oh, okay, that was kind of my. I'm not gonna take this
Oh, it does drop concentration. Is paralyzed also incapacitated? Okay. All right, so the silence has been removed.
Oh well. Okay, they're anyway. Never mind. Okay, good to know. Every step in here is
Yeah.
Okay.
By the way,
Fine. It's fine. Okay, let's go bang. Advantage. Net. 31 to hit, I guess hits.
I think so. Yeah. 31.
Okay, and then we're gonna attack on a. Come on, where are you? Not on here?
Are you sure incapacitated makes you lose it? It just says that incapacitated creature can't take actions or reactions.
I think we've looked this up before with my Friday game though, and I think it's like in a different spot in the rules, right?
I looked it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Are we settled?
Yes. Go ahead.
Okay. Okay. Sorry, that didn't really matter here, but that's fine. The grappling strike as well. So 13 damage, and then I need a. Oh, it's a bonus action. So I'm going to make an athletics check. Ooh, I have to check something else. Sorry. 45 things happening at the same time.
Chrome did auto type does incapacitated break concentration for me just now. That's super scary.
I mean, they should have included it in the condition because everybody has to look it up.
Dual efficiency. Okay, so athletics check 23. That's not as good as it should be.
23 is not easy.
Just grapple.
I assume that was contested, so I rolled against
It is, yeah. It's a regular one.
Okay.
Okay, I just get to do this as bonus action.
Gotcha.
And then another 3 points for security die, and then I'm gonna smack her again. Let's go Great Weapon Master.
So what does the grapple look like when you're attacking with the pole arm?
That's a very good question.
I mean, I get it. You can do it mechanically, but I'm trying to picture what the visual.
Yeah, if I have to grapple. Yeah, it's a hit, so I guess a hit and a grab and like pull her in, and then I'm gonna have to, I guess technically grapple her, I have to hold her with a hand. So that is going to take one of my hands to hold her.
Yeah.
I mean, I have to have a free hand to do it. So I'll have a free hand, which means I'm going to have to attack. Oh, and I just took off. I'll never have to attack with a single hand on this. And I literally just deleted like 10 minutes ago.
I imagine Zaberi's just constantly like talking to herself and muttering this whole time
Yes.
about all these things.
In her head.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not with advantage, but it's a regular attack. Oh, damn it. It is a crit, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm
Damn.
going to ignore this. Okay, my damage is +6, but I'm going to roll here because it's not.
Divided by
Two-handed.
3. Add the 7.
So. Ew, so I have to do this twice. Oh, that's kind of shitty, actually. Oh well, whatever, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, so 9. That's only 15 damage. Off the crit.
Okay.
Altogether.
15 from that
Damage.
attack. Okay.
Yes, yep. Sorry, my bad. Because I had to roll a single hand to do that, and I didn't have it set up in the system. Okay.
I see.
And then I guess this one of these. Now she's prone.
Okay. Grappled and knocked prone.
Sweet. Okay, that's the end of my turn.
Pinned to the ground. That I can visualize a little better. She's definitely like hissing and just very angry about the situation.
Can I pin her with my foot now?
Probably, yeah.
Sweet. Okay.
Davros, the ever patient from a Nat 1 initiative. It is your turn.
Okay. He kind of leans over and says, I'm going to assume that thing's not friendly. He has a freaking bone sticking out of his side. Would he be able to make one of those checks to get some information about that thing in front of him?
Sure. I probably will have to
wants to-
change that for the 2024 edition rules when we implement those, but for now you can
Yeah, I
make...
think it's examine a creature.
Yep.
Undead, religion, arcana.
Definitely undead, yep. probably haven't seen one of these before. 25, but you've probably read about it at some point. You know a bone golem when you see one, and you've just seen it is capable of both melee attacks and range attacks. It can infuse its attacks with necrotic damage. You would know that bone golems, because they are constructed out of magic, are also built being resistant to magic. They also, because again they can infuse their stuff with necrotic damage, they would be immune to necrotic, and they would even absorb necrotic damage and use that to heal themselves. Also, as an undead and a golem, they would be immune to poison and psychic damage, as well as being immune to a number of conditions that you imagine a lot of undead and golems would be, like being frightened or poisoned or charmed.
Mm-hmm.
You also think that because it is a constructed golem, it may have an interesting weakness if it is weak. If you damage it enough, that may cause it to go insane, which may or may not actually help you guys if it's surrounding you. But
Okay. Would that also be able to tell me maybe if it's stronger, or if its constitution is stronger than its strength, or is it stronger than its constitution? Would you maybe know?
Yeah. You think that its constitution is probably its strong suit. You would say that its weakness would be its mental
Right.
saves.
Right. Okay, well, I want to stop this thing, so...
That's a 25 Arcana. I don't know if I mentioned that for anybody who's going
Yeah.
to listen to this in the future. It's a lot of information you get with that 25 Arcana.
Okay, so he is going to do this. He is going to first stomp his foot onto the ground, and there's almost like a wave of earth that travels to him, and he shouts, "Davros's Earthen Grasp!" Hwah!
Fucking love it.
He needs to make a strength save, DC 18.
Okay. So it does, I mentioned, does have the magic resistance, so advantage on saving throws, but surprisingly strength. Well, never mind. Apparently I can just roll a natural 20 on the strength
Oh,
save.
man. There's two things you could have rolled.
Yeah, the
well.
DC 18. You're right. I had a, yep,
Yep.
not good odds.
He says,
you feel like you're still just shaking off like the whole miasma of like getting teleported down here, and you'd think you would have nailed this thing, but
mm-hmm. Ah, crap. Plan B.
it just makes this like low growling sound.
Yeah. Shoot. I needed that to work for this other thing to work. Well, in that case, he might be stuck because I don't have any good bonus action cantrips. I have no bonus action cantrips. Oof.
I don't think there are any bonus action cantrips.
Mm-hmm.
If there are, that's busted.
He is. Yeah, he says, "Oh crap. Let's go ahead and shuffle this way. Come on, see if you can come this way." And he's going to at least move a little bit. So go 5, 10. It's gonna go. Oof. He'll move up a little bit so he can kind of see into this room.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't see anybody. He sees two gross ghouls attacking Alaric.
Mm-hmm.
He'll get a little closer. Okay, so now we can see Millie up there fighting something. But you can't see anything down to the south.
It's a very dramatic large room in here.
Yeah, I think that's about it. He needed for that spell to go off to keep that thing still.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's it.
At the end of the round, a
man.
hot wind blasts forth from the swirling darkness, spewing a red mist into the air, and a loud, thrumming, growling sound begins to build as a hideously gigantic worm-like creature emerges from the shadowy pit below. Its head is a gaping maw of endless teeth, surrounded by wriggling tentacles. And Zaberi, you've got your foot down on the priestess, and down there, she just starts cackling. Says, "Behold the jaws of Verdazane, the demon lord, the avatar Regala."
Standing above her, like, yep, okay.
This token is just out of
Wait,
sight.
isn't
though.
she? No, she's not silenced because you're
No,
incapacitated.
I wish.
I know. I would have been devastated if I couldn't do my villain monologue right there too.
Ooh, did it walk into that space?
Which space?
Did it step there? That's where it is?
I thought it was gone.
Come on, no, you put them there.
Sure.
Put 'em
Yeah. Oh, you want to do a reaction
Yes.
hit?
Oh yeah, I do.
Okay. Yeah. No, I like that. Yeah. The first response you have is to hit it. Where do you want it? Right here.
A dog. Whatever's within 5
Okay.
feet.
I was gonna shift Z to make sure everybody gets a good look at this token.
That's pretty badass. That's very badass. Okay, sorry, I wasn't expecting this. Okay, I guess I have to hit it anyway. So it's not
Scary.
Yeah.
super scary. I got 2 hands now, finally. 28 to hit. Woo!
That will hit. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. That should be 23. Sorry, I forgot to check the other thing for Great Weapon Master. Oh wait, I have to figure out if I can do this on my turn.
You're still in one-handed, right? Also.
I am not. I'm using my foot to
Oh,
stop her
right.
down. That's why I asked.
Pinned it to the ground.
Well, that's on my turn, so ignore the extra 10. So 14 damage.
14.
And I'm gonna try and scare it. Menacing attack. Make me a wisdom saving throw.
A wisdom save.
That is a fail. It is scared of me.
Oh.
Big ass worm is scared of me.
If it's gonna do that, then it's gonna use legendary resistance to avoid.
Oh, what? I was not expecting this.
No.
Okay.
Oh wait, sorry, I missed. It was a wisdom save. I didn't have to do that. I had a +4 to wisdom. I made a check instead. So that should have been. God, what did it roll with? A -1. It should have been a +5 from that then. So it should have been a
20.
19.
Oh.
So I'm gonna take back my resistance.
Okay. This wisdom saves is a.
It is
As a
apparently
save,
proficient in wisdom saves. It is the avatar of Regala, damn it.
Okay, sweet.
But yeah, this thing is absolutely
so it's-
gigantic and appears like it's you still can't see the whole thing. It's just partially like emerged from this bottom swirling mist. And when this red mist is sprinkling everywhere, let's see, I think you're the only one I guess nearby. Roll a
I just want to clarify. It
Yeah.
did 15 damage as well.
it did take the damage, yes.
The total is 15. Okay.
Yep, it
Yep.
did take the
I just
damage.
want to say what the total was. Yep. Okay, go for it.
Okay. If you want to roll a, like, I don't know, nature, maybe? Survival check? Trying to figure out what would it be a good check to examine a substance? But, like, noticing it, I guess.
Is it a natural substance?
Yes.
Yes, nature.
Okay, give me a nature check. So we identify this stuff. Nope. Okay, it's just weird red mist everywhere.
It's dusty in here.
It is dusty. It's unsettling for some reason, though. Aside from the fact that a giant fucking, like, monster worm just popped out of this place. Bahn, you could definitely hear the sound of this large, monstrous growl emerging, and clearly the proclamation from the priestess from within the room.
Well, what I watched was the cool earth stomp that didn't do anything.
Yep.
And he was like, well, good luck with that. And everyone's like, damn it. This is all bad. This is all, oh shit. He'll walk here and he'll stab at the
Hell's
number
Heart.
two ghoul.
Yeah, I was gonna say from Hell's Heart. I stab the.
That's a Star Trek quote. Sorry, that's a
Oh my
joke.
gosh. Let me
3 is an 11. Is not gonna hit. Although these ghouls aren't armored at all.
and then when he misses, he'll just say, "You rubbed off on me. Great, thanks."
You see,
Hey,
you
I'm
see
kind of rusty, man. Hold on. I'm kind of rusty
how
here.
quick he turns on you.
So then AI comes in also as he yells attack, and it will try to slam. It gets a number of attacks equal to half the spell's level. The spell's 4, so it
Okay.
does 2 attacks. 19 and a 16.
I don't think it's adding your spell attack modifier currently. Looks like it's just rolling a d20. But I will say both of those hit anyway because you just rolled really well.
Plus the spells. Yeah, I'll have to read that.
It's whatever your bonus to spell casting
so
would be.
5.
Oh, it adds it to the damage too. Damn.
Yeah, I'll have to read it.
Okay.
Double check it.
I didn't read the instruction manual on the construct, but it
Well,
looked-
I thought
the
I
box
thought I
looked
did
cool.
it right. Yeah, no, I thought I did it
Well,
right.
I think we have this problem with
Um,
anytime Roll20 does a like a pet type creature, it doesn't dynamically like do the scaling.
Let's at least
Yeah.
do the 7 and 4, so 11 damage for now, and then I'll let you know if it gets the other damage.
Okay.
It's bludgeoning damage if that matters on the ghoul.
Don't think so. They do take a good chunk of damage, and this now you know the closest one is bloodied. As a construct, is it just punches? Like just rock'em sock'em robot, or
Yep. Just it's
Okay.
it's just slamming into him.
all right. All right. On the ground, Priestess still has a lot of confidence, considering you've literally got her your boot on her face. But she still has her spellcasting capabilities. She'd be like, "Now, you are the problem then, and you will go the way of the worm. Be gone!" And she will attempt to cast Banishment on you, Zaberi.
Oh, bullshit.
That is a Charisma saving throw.
Oh, okay.
Kids,
Oh, and roll 20.
don't dump your Charisma stat for just this purpose.
Now,
Didn't I
don't-
put a
don't
whole
think I
12
can
points
see
into it?
She's right here, right?
Oh,
Because I can see the edge of.
do you have a reaction thing you can do?
I do, but
Oh.
I only reason why I know she's there is because the token outline, the little swirly golden thing, is
Yeah.
there.
I'll
I
give it
wonder-
to you. You're just on the edge. I figure you can kind of do the little, what do they call it, like in a video game where you're like peeking out from cover? or
Yeah, like
something?
that's literally what he's doing. He's
Yeah,
like, because when he sees that, he says, "Oh wait, no, none of that. Get out of here!" And he is going to, boop.
Oh, of course. We've got a counter spell.
Yay!
This is a spell higher than
Is
third level.
Now, are we doing this as the new stuff or is the old way?
Oh, that's a good question. You know, I haven't
No new
officially
rules.
added the 2024 stuff into this campaign.
Okay.
So let's go with the old way. But I do
Gotcha,
like the new
gotcha.
counter spell. That's a good point.
So I gotta make an ability check with my spellcasting ability. So that's an intelligence.
It's a 4th level spell.
So I need to hit a 14 or
14.
higher.
Yep. Oh, Davros. The heart is there.
no.
The heart is there.
No, no.
Tries to reach out.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Hold on.
A
Hold
single
on.
tear comes down Alaric's eye.
Hold on. Do I have to do this before or after? I think I have to do this before, but and then it's also on the thing too. Hold on.
What do you got?
Oh, level 11 bullshit. Like you need the.
Oh my god, this is so many paragraphs.
Oh, good lord.
Don't you channel those ley lines in here?
What the?
Yeah.
Jesus Murphy.
Oh my goodness.
Like Ulysses.
Alright, I'm gonna need the cliff notes of this.
Yes, I think. Yeah.
The cliff notes are I succeed.
How far away is she?
35 feet.
I don't think. Yeah, I can't do it. I can't do it. I have to do it before I cast the spell, and I don't think it works on reactions either.
Well, I like the cinematic timing of this. Is she cast the spell right when Davros is like trying to pull up his hand and stop it short,
Yeah.
but because she's right there next to Zaberi, she's able to get it off. But Zaberi, you still get a charisma save yourself.
No, it's all fine. I'm just gonna make the save. It's no big deal.
There you go. Just make the save.
So
Positive.
one goal does take 8 more damage. It is +4 on each one.
Thank you. 8 more damage. That is getting that ghoul real low.
Okay, I'm gonna wait for the hit point. Okay, good.
Yep, we're good. All eyes are on the save, and that is a fail. 15 is a fail.
Doing it again. Using my inspiration.
Inspiration? Inspo? Let's do it. +1.
Come on, baby.
Odds are
No.
not in your favor.
Okay, so I'm gonna go make myself dinner.
Zaberi, I've got
see you guys in a bit.
I've got a special thing planned for you. Because you all aren't sure where this worm came from. Zaberi is now going to be very aware of where this worm came from. You are zipped out of this world and deposited into a
Saturn.
world that is covered in that red dust. And as you flop down, you realize it's all like blood, like dried blood. And there's just bones and bodies everywhere. The spice must flow. I don't even know what kind of check would you make to figure out where the hell you are in the Cosmoverse?
That has to be Arcana.
Arcana.
Some kind of
Yeah, it is.
Arcana, intelligence check, something like
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
I'm waiting for Beetlejuice. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, sure. Why not? All these skills that I'm really good at. Yep.
Yeah, you see how the description I gave him, there's like the sky is blood red also, and the only landmarks you can see as far as the eye, it's really is Beetlejuice Desert, is like just tombstones. So you've got dried blood red sky, like bones in like kind of a desert thing, and then there's just tombstones. You also see a shimmering archway portal that appears about 60 feet away from you, and you see the back end of this giant worm that is taking up the entirety of the portal, and the back end of it is through it, and then it disappears into the ground. That is what you see when you appear in it.
Damn it. I was really hoping to make a grapple check there, but damn. Back here.
And she
Also-
uses half her movement to stand up.
It looks like I can do the channel line. As long as I cast a spell, I can do it, even if it is a reaction. So,
Okay.
for future reference, I can.
So that was her action. And then she will yell and scream, be like, destroy them! Regala! Alaric, my friend, you are paralyzed.
Yep.
Believe
So,
you can repeat.
my turn will be making a saving throw.
That is
Yeah,
correct,
just
sir.
get unparalyzed. Just fix it. Bond says, fix it!
Just
Fix it yourself!
Was that an inspiration? What was that, Bond?
Hey! That is enough to at least get you out of paralyzation.
That's good. And I think that I believe that is my entire turn then, right?
I believe so, sir.
Yep.
Millie.
Okay, so Millie saw that Zaberi just disappeared,
Yes.
and she's gonna say, "Oh crap! Oh crap!"
You also saw this
And
giant fucking worm
she
appear
is-
out of the thing.
Never mind. The word. Never
Oh,
mind.
that's just Tuesday for her.
yeah, sure.
She is going to first do an attack on the ghoul right in front of her. Well, she attacked, and so that
Yes, yeah.
lets her mobile feat take over. And let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. So she runs right up to her, and she's going to do a chop chop on her. An 18 hit her.
Yes, 18 does hit.
Okay, so she does 13 to her, and that should be a concentration save.
Sure is. 13. Concentration. Okay, she holds on, but just barely.
Okay, and then... Yeah, she's going to do a flurry of blows again. And so she'll do 2 punches. So the
Yes.
first one,
Never rolled initiative for the damn thing.
18 on that. 18 for the first attack.
Yes. Oh, damage? Yeah.
No,
what
I
did
mean 18 damage. The 26 hit, right?
20,
Flurry of blows. so
26
two-
does hit, yeah.
Yeah, so she does 18 for the first attack. Does a 16 hit, though?
16 does not hit. I gotta roll concentration again, though, right? Because you attacked again.
Yeah.
Max damage on that hit.
Yeah, she is. Damn. Doing some damage.
Yeah, this tattoo is just boosting every one of her attacks. And I'm going to use another key point to do the focused aim. So that 16 is going to be an 18.
Okay, that'll
Does
turn
an
into a
18
hit.
hit?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So she does another 17
Oh my
damage
gosh,
to that woman.
just rocking her world, too. Just
And then she is going to run away 5, 10, 15. So she's going to be back there.
okay.
Take up a defensive stance.
Yeah, you knock her around, you can tell she is very wounded now, but she's still, despite, you can see the sweat behind the human skin suit she's wearing, just like really building up and her eyes getting bloodshot. But she manages to hold on to the banishment concentration, at least.
So Millie's just going to say, "Ah, damn it, I thought that would work." And she's going to pull out her pipe and start smoking it a little bit.
Regala, the otherworldly worm, will lurch forward. It seems to just have just an infinite amount of length to it, as it extends its grotesque purple body forth. And Millie, you've just been pummeling the priestess, so it's definitely got eyes for you. And it is going to try to when it leans down to try to bite you, the long like tentacles and tendrils around its mouth just try to like whip at you. With a 22 to hit.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
That is going to do 24 bludgeoning damage, and I need a constitution save or have your hit points reduced by that amount until the next short or long rest.
Constitution save. 16
Ooh,
is
barely
safe.
get it. Yeah, you just maintain your composure against this massive
Oh,
hit.
yeah. She is not doing well right now.
Well, then it's going to try to bite you.
Oh, well, that's good. And that's going to hit.
That's gonna hit.
If anybody wants to, go ahead and check the plus bonus on that attack roll. It's kind of fun.
I don't want to.
I was like, what?
Oh.
No.
It's a demon otherworldly
Yeah.
worm from the plane of undeath.
There's
20
a boat
pierce.
monster
Okay, so it-
coming in from behind us.
Yeah.
Like, this is all bad.
You do get to make a dex saving throw to
Okay.
avoid being swallowed by the creature.
Dex saving throw.
Oh, Jesus.
That is not good.
No, it is not. Welcome to the inside of this creature's gullet, as it literally just you
Oh,
see
that
that
is
classic
not good.
like creature coming down and just comes back up, and Millie's not there anymore.
Oh no!
You
what
are
a
minus
shame.
2 party
Yeah.
members now, I think.
This
ha-
could be very deadly, I think.
Capital
Yeah.
D Dudley.
Being inside of a creature is generally not a great place to be.
We'll all be there soon. Don't worry.
We'll join you soon, I'm sure.
We'll all be together.
Let's see, the guests. We'll put up the token fakes. We've got people all around. Bahn,
No.
you are going to receive the claws. Those paralyzing claws. 19.
Yes.
But for 11 slashing damage and a DC 10 con saving throw. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
None of you guys have inspiration, just by any chance?
Oh.
Oh, man.
No, I tried to use it earlier and I didn't have it to use.
You are paralyzed by the claws. Let's see. Suddenly the targets have all been running away as the necrophage ghast comes running up and will Alaric, you see they basically fling a bunch of magic missiles your way.
Okay.
Where is it? Magic missile. I think I have to do them individually though, don't I? Yeah, I accidentally rolls one at a time. So if I do it at second level, that's 5 missiles, I think. Is that correct?
4.
That's 3. Oh,
Four.
you're right,
It's
4.
3 plus 1.
Okay. So let's just do them 1, 2, 3, 4 for 15 damage. 15 force damage.
That hurt.
And then it ducks behind the wall. This one will step up, see if it can recharge its thing. Oh, it cannot. So, should have you come into melee. I don't think you've got enough space. 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. Yeah, we can have you just run up there. All right, so this one will run up. Bloodied, though, from Millie's attack earlier. No, I didn't set that on. And has that. These look like Alaric. You kind of recognize basically what a militant like paladin or cleric would look like. Basically, has the armor, has the mace, except it's all decked out in and themed over the hunger gods, like all those symbols and like the whole vibe. Really, is just very hunger god. And will attack you with the mace. Oh my gosh. If I get these attack rolls in my Friday game, I would be so fucking happy.
Misses.
Okay.
Surrounded in shadows.
Shadow
Finally
meets
get a
shadow. And then the bite with the higher AC is also not going to hit. All right. My good hits.
reaction.
Bone Golem still has eyes on you, Davros, since you're the closest one right there. Just lumbers up there.
Oh no,
And
please, no more.
Attempts to fling more bone shards at you. Oh my goodness.
Oh, I can't even shield because I use my reaction. So
Does the counter spell?
that hits.
Yeah. 9 piercing and 2 necrotic.
Ow!
The second one though finally goes wide and just shatters like the bones against the wall right next to you. We've got another ghast, and this one is going to attack the construct down here because a construct's been punching away. And I don't know if we can paralyze the construct absorbed a critical hit there. 12 slashing. It just says that the target's a creature other than undead, but the construct may be immune to paralyze.
It is immune to paralyze.
Okay. However, I will ask you to roll the massive damage table.
I can do that.
All right,
Oh,
construct
damn it.
gets knocked.
That is like one of the worst.
Prone.
But it takes 12 damage, right?
Takes 12 damage, yeah. Slashing damage.
Okay.
And then we've got another clerical type dude back here, and he will use his Hungering Jaws features, the one where those like shadow jaws like extend out and fly forth at you, Alaric. I need a Constitution saving throw from you.
Oh my god.
My
Alaric's
favorite part of
con
this
saves.
is where Dory, Corey, John are all going to have to play in the next game.
Oh yeah, I'm out of town. But that's fine.
They'll all have to play.
It's like, what's it, like XCOM or something, where it's like, oh, we just lost all of our fucking team. We're going to have to come in again with the
Yeah,
next group of people.
Just restart the campaign.
20 necrotic damage. Although, are you resistant to necrotic at all as death?
Yeah, it's 10 resistant.
Okay, okay. Zaberi, you're in a
I'm
unique...
still alive.
You're still alive. I'm not dead yet. You are in a unique situation, Zaberi. You are, again, in this... You can tell you're not in Kansas anymore. And it doesn't take an intelligence check to when you see the little portal and the backside of the giant purple worm. You notice that some parts of the ground near you begins shifting a little bit, but nothing's happening at the moment. That portal and that worm is about 60 feet away from you. The worm is taking up the entirety. It looks like its back body is just like shoved into the portal and like slowly undulating its way through it.
Sorry, I thought it was closed.
It is open and the worm's actively like going through it basically.
Okay. So I could technically do stuff. Okay, I thought. Okay, usually banishment means you're just gone. Like, okay.
You're gone
sorry.
from the current world, but it just so happens that that there's a Millie-sized lump in its throat.
Yeah. Shit. Okay, is there anything I can do here? 60 feet away. I will close to. I guess I'll run 30 and then.
I gotta make a concentration.
Okay, I have an idea. Yep, I'm gonna run up run up 30, and then I'm going to fling a couple of hand axes at it.
Okay.
Hopefully one of these hits. These are disadvantaged because it's too far away. Ignore the -5. So 11.
11 is just gonna bounce right off that thick hide.
Come on! I really want this. Nope, it's not.
Yeah, rolling 2s. I mean, to be fair, you're in a completely different
Right.
universe. Everything smells wrong. It just it reeks of death in here. It's not a good place.
Okay.
In fact,
Done.
at the end of your turn, bad things happen.
Great.
You've seen this creature before. Bursting out from the ground nearby is one of those large, like pale white worms. One of which you fought in the session previously, so not long ago for your character, that was like feasting on all the bodies and stuff in that one room that actually ended up getting destroyed pretty quick. But one of them just bursts out of the ground and attempts to attack you. But I don't think a 12 is going to hit, so it's more just freaky than effective. But you see the ground around you, and now you begin to recognize, like, oh, this place might be, like, teeming with these fucking things. Davros.
Okay, yeah, this ain't looking good.
I know, I
He
feel like I need to
around.
recap every time it's somebody's turn. There's so much happening.
Yeah,
right now.
he says. So Alaric is paralyzed.
Alaric's
Nope,
okay.
I'm good.
Oh, you're
Bahn
okay,
is now
okay.
paralyzed.
Bahn is paralyzed. Okay.
Millie has been eaten by the worm, and Zaberi was just zapped out of existence.
Yeah. So he says, "All right, I think we need a little bit of repositioning. Let's give this a try. It's been a minute since I've done this one." He is going to Earthwave, and he kind of shouts Earthwave, and it's a lot. And before we go any farther, we're going to also have him channel the delay line. So on top of this, you see like almost this aurora effect starts swirling around him, and he reaches up and like grabs something invisible. When he pulls it down to him, it's like almost like a rainbow, like a rainbow effect, almost like a prism rainbow effect in his hand. And let's see if he can harness it. Okay, I get to reroll though.
Okay.
I do have.
I'm still catching up to what you're doing here. You command the earth with your feet to rise and surge forward, carrying you and your companions where you bid while rolling over enemies. Wow.
So he's going to say, oh. It's trying to fly out of his hand, so he's going to redo that. And that's still not strong enough, I don't think. Because I need... Oh, no, it is. Because it's 8 plus the
Usually it's a
spells
13,
level,
right?
which is a 5th, so it's a 13, so I get it off. Excellent.
Okay.
So I get effect number 1 from the strong ley line table.
Okay.
Which, okay, so the effect is I can
Sounds absolutely
reroll.
insane. I can't.
Yeah, I can reroll the number of damage dice up to my spellcasting modifier from this spell. And I actually rolled pretty good. I rolled a 26 for damage, so I could technically reroll all of it, or I could reroll 5 dice. I'm going to probably reroll the 2 and the 3. But first, let's move the people around.
All right, so describe what's happening here.
So essentially, again, he's holding on to the freaking ley line, and the earth beneath him starts rumbling. And essentially, he commands it to move him and his friends within 15 feet away. So it's like you get your own little pillar of earth that kind of moves up underneath you and kind of like locks you in place. Almost like ski shoes, where you're kind of stuck there for a second. And he says, "All right, come on, baby, let's go." And holding on to the ley line, he starts zooming forward.
A rate of up to 90 feet per round.
90 feet.
Holy crap.
And every person that he passes takes 26 or more damage, is restrained and buried, and he gets 90 feet of it. So let's get started. Where's the measuring tool?
He just needed a few rounds to like shake off all the effects and then
Yeah.
finally get his shit together.
So he's first going to go right here. That'll be 15 feet.
Movement is limited to the surface of the wave. Make control. If you move off the wave, you can use the same course you directed, and the spell ends beginning of your next turn. Okay.
Then he goes back to where he was for 30 feet. Moves here for 45 feet.
Creatures.
No, actually.
When you're saying here, I don't think I'm seeing.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Hold on, let me... No, move your butt back here. Okay, let me do it one at a time. So first, he goes here. So it's going to hit this person that he passes.
Okay.
Then he moves back here, so that's 30 feet. He moves here to hit both of these guys. That puts him at 50 feet moved. He's going to move
Does that mean
here.
Alaric and I like slam into the wall.
Oh no, you get moved into like a conga line type of thing.
Okay.
you kind of get like moved in behind him. This will put it at 60 feet. This will put it at 85 feet, and then he's going to stop here.
Wow.
So this will put Alaric, Bahn, and his construct around him. So that way they're no longer directly around them.
I guess you choose where they go.
Yeah, we're going to put one here, here, and
8 other
here.
creatures, wow.
So that way they're not within attack range of anything. And then let's reroll some dice.
The path of the wave takes 66 bludgeoning damage and are buried. Buried creatures considered restrained and must hold their breath, begin to suffocate. A creature in the path of the wave can make a dex save against your spell save DC. On a successful save, the creature takes half as much damage and avoids being buried. Okay, so everybody's got to make a dex save against DC 18.
And I'm going to re-roll one of those dice. So I'm going to re-roll a 1d6 and replace the 2.
So Bone Golem gets advantage.
Sweet. So that's 3 more damage. So it goes to 29.
Save. That guy fails anyway. Let's see. Gas number 1. Gas number 2. Oh boy. My rolls are failing me now. Servants do not have any of that. Okay, so give me Dex for number 1 and Dex for number 2. You have a DC 18. That is all of them are going to fail that save. Wow. Just this huge wave of the earth itself just washes over them.
And
sorry, what? So was the final?
So it was 29. I'm going to re-roll the 3 as well, and hope we do a little better. Oh no! I think I just undid it. So I think I have to keep the. I think I have to keep the roll.
Just averages out now.
You re-roll the number damage dice up to your spellcasting ability modifier. I don't think you can re-roll the dice you just re-rolled. So yeah, we're going to stop tempting fate with that one. So it goes from 29 to 27, so 27 damage.
27 damage.
Wait.
And they're all buried and restrained.
That will kill one of the ghouls. This one, the one that was damaged. Buried and restrained. So minus 27. Number 2 down there looks real weakened from that. Minus 27. Man, what a change of tempo. Alright, so buried creatures are considered restrained and must hold their breath or begin to suffocate. I think a lot of undead don't really care about breathing too much, but restrained is definitely a big one. So we'll put little symbols on all of them. Each round, a buried creature can use an action to make a strength check against spell save to dig itself out. Oh man, that's a pain in the butt. So restrained, and restrained. Okay, so Davros comes up and just this huge wave of earth moves the paralyzed Bahn and Alaric out of the way as you all just crash over. And essentially it's like a tidal wave, but just of rock and earth. And that just buries all these other enemies in the vicinity. Pretty dang impressive. And why don't we give Davros his first inspiration?
Ooh.
For an incredibly effective spell at the right time.
Yeah, and he's still holding on to this. Like he's like, okay. Do you want to get on? You can get off. You choose, but you gotta hurry up. You gotta stay within 15 feet.
Yeah, I also appreciate that you as the wizard like pushed yourself further into the enemies as well. Very bold choice.
People are missing. It's like, oh crap. Okay, gotta roll sleeves. Okay, let's go.
All right, I think this might be a good time. We're at the start of the initiative order to take a break because we're about halfway-ish through the session. We're still in the battle, but this is obviously a very big climactic battle, so we'll be resuming this. Why don't we take a 10-minute break, and we will come back after that. Coming back from a break time. Hope you all got a little rejuvenated for the return of the massive battle that we are in, as I turn our battle music back on. Or to recap the current situation, Davros has recently just buried a whole lot of enemies under the earth and moved Alaric and Bahn slightly further into the room and a bit to the north. You have seen Millie just get eaten by this giant worm, which is emerging from this portal, and you have not seen Zaberi since the priestess cast a spell, and she zipped out of existence. That is where we have left things off. Bahn, you are first, but I think you are still paralyzed.
I am. And because I'm paralyzed, I had also lost concentration on AI.
Oh.
But thankfully, AI got hit before I lost concentration.
Did take
a
critical.
I went back and, double checked. Con save. 11's not going to do it.
I think it is, actually. What's the gas? I thought it was a DC 10.
I guess I thought it was a 12.
It's a 10.
Yeah, it's a 10.
I did it.
You did it.
Wake up.
Wake the fuck up. We have... You come out of the paralyzation. I don't know if you were, like, fully conscious for the whole Earth wave thing. You just thought there was some kind of, like, trippy thing you were going through. But you
like,
definitely...
I like to think he's, like, frozen solid and just, like, through the air.
And unfortunately not in a cool pose either. Just absolute embarrassment being pulled around. But yeah, when you snap out of it, you see suddenly everybody around you seems to be buried in the ground. The priestess is still concentrating on banishment, so that eliminates a lot of her spell options. But she does have... Oh my god. A spiritual weapon that she can manifest. I forgot that attacked. The attack roll first. That's we're gonna have to leave that up to Token Fate to determine, because 60 feet is any of you guys, right? Yep. So let's just go. Who gets to receive the critical hit from the spiritual weapon, which she manifests? Maybe like a, I don't know, a spear, a dagger, or something. Like a ritual dagger. Alaric. This should do, at her level, it should be a, let's see, is it 1d, or no, this one doesn't scale, it's just 1d8 plus spellcasting ability modifier. Because it takes 1d8 for every 2 spell slots above second, yeah, so she's not doing that. So, that is gonna do, looks like 15 force damage, which is the...
Ouch.
Like floating dagger. I guess I need to make a token for that, but it's, I don't know, somewhere around you guys. That's a bonus action, so I guess her action, she can then cast Sacred Flame, which I should probably reflavor that. It feels weird to have her do radiant damage. This time at Davros. And that is going to be a dexterity save for our wizard.
He's a dwarf. He's not that dexterous. Dexterous.
A dwarf wizard, yeah. you proved it right there. Coming down off your a magnificent rock wave. Just gets blasted in the face.
Ow. We're not going to use inspiration for that quite yet, but I definitely need to take the damage and roll for my concentration. So that's minus 13.
Oh,
Now
interesting.
he's
Are
starting
you
to get beat up,
concentrating
too.
on keeping them buried?
Yes.
Ah,
Yeah, concentrating on they're buried, but concentrating on still keeping the earth being able to move.
Gotcha.
Essentially, on each of my turns, I can move 90 feet and do the same thing.
Oh, okay.
But
Oh,
if I
Jesus,
lose the
really?
spell, yeah, I could do it. It's a concentration for up to 8 hours.
Good lord.
So he's just going to be Tokyo drifting around this place for a little bit. Literally, he has the reins. He has it for a
I
little
love
bit.
it, yeah.
But con check to see if you can hold on to this. He has it.
All right. That's probably the more important one there, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Alaric.
Bonus action, keep up my Aegis, my shadows, and I'm going to clutch my holy symbol, point at this priestess, and say, I think it's time for you to go for a ride.
The spectral herd of nightmares.
Yep. So dexterity saving throw, DC 18.
Dexterity saving throw, DC 18 is pretty bad. Oh,
No.
We could roll. Just what we need to avoid the stampede of nightmares.
That's just no fun.
Uh,
So that's
such
my
a
action and
nasty
bonus
spell.
action.
Millie, you wake, or I guess you're awake the whole time. You're awake when they begin to eat you. Actually, no, this is the start of the worm's turns. Okay. You are blinded and restrained, though.
Roll for indigestion.
Right.
Okay.
But apparently you're not taking damage quite yet.
How can I break out of? Is there a way that I can break out, or do I just have to attack from within?
You don't see a way of getting out, but you can attack. I will say that. And you hope that maybe by
Okay.
causing enough indigestion to the creature through damage, it would hopefully regurgitate you. But you do have the blinded and restrained conditions while you're in here.
Okay. So Millie is going to use her action to not attack, though. Instead, she is going to use her immovable rod. She is going to put that directly against the worm's inside and press the button on the rod. And that should do this. So if it wants to move now, it's going to have to make a DC 30 strength check.
Fair enough. You keep it rooted in place. Flat iron rod has a button on one end. You can use an action to press the button, which causes the rod to become magically fixed in place until you or another creature uses an action to push the button again. The rod doesn't move, even if it's defying gravity. Shout out to Wicked in theaters now. The rod can hold up to 8,000 pounds. More weight causes the rod to deactivate and fall. A creature can use an action to make a DC 30 strength check when the fixture over 10 feet is a success. Okay. From inside the worm.
She's going... And then she's going to use her fast healing. Let's see. I'm not sure how many dice I can roll if it's 1 for 1. Quickened healing. Yeah, it's just one martial art die that I can roll for 2 key points. So she's going to use her bonus action to roll 1 healing die. Where did I put that? Oh, quickened healing. There it is. Not the 3-force, obviously, but she gains 11 hit points. That might help her survive another round.
Let's find out. As the start of the worm's turn, you take... Ooh, I rolled real bad. Real bad
Oh, that's
on
good.
that damage. 13 acid damage. You have caused
Oh,
it.
that's good.
You've caused it some indigestion as it is trying to digest you, and it's literally got something lodged in its throat right now with the immovable rod. Also, I actually love this. It's stuck. Like, it cannot move any further, so it's going to use its action. Can it do this? Even if it can't actually push the button. I'll make sure I get this ruling right. Creature can use an action to move to make. Oh yeah, because if it pushed the button, it would just be able to deactivate it. So it has to. So it's going to use its action to make a DC 30 strength check, just to scoot another 10 feet forward, because it currently cannot reach any enemies from where it is. Now we get to watch its strength check. Ooh, even with a massive amount of it, just. It looks very odd. Zaberi, you see on your end, the thing has been like just slowly undulating forward. All of a sudden, it kind of stops and like vibrates angrily as it appears to be stuck. You think it might just be stuck in the portal. You don't know what's going on the inside. Those of you on the outside see that from the other end, where it like, tries to undulate forward. All of a sudden, it just gives off this weird, low growling sound instead, and it cannot approach any further. It literally took up its action. That guy's dead. Needs to be taken off the thing. This one is not buried, and it certainly doesn't like the wizard going around doing things. So, what can we do to that wizard?
Oh, wait, where'd he come from? I didn't see him. Oh, no.
I didn't see that guy.
Oh, no.
I think he's got a couple of these. He's going to try to cast Hold Person on you, because paralyzing so far is working pretty well against this party. I need a wisdom saving throw from you, Davros.
Okay, come on now. He's pretty good at wisdom.
Oh.
What do I need?
13.
I made it. Yes.
Is good enough, yes. Oh, it says over, yeah. Yeah, you just stave that off as this thing hisses at you angrily and slinks back to the dark corners out of sight.
I'm coming for you next.
Yeah, so these guys are just buried in the earth right now, restrained. So I guess they'd have to claw their way out, which is what?
DC 18 dexterity save. I think it's dexterity.
Usually it's
Strength.
strength. If it's
Strength, sorry, it says strength. So it's strength or dexterity check based on my spell DC. So strength or dexterity, DC 18.
Gotcha. Okay, well that's going to be pretty difficult, but I don't think they have too many other options, because I assume if they're buried in the earth, they can't see anybody to target anybody.
I believe they are blinded and restrained.
Yeah.
Probably not the blind, but there's definitely some stuff going on with them.
So let's use their. Trying to see if they have any kind of like teleport shenanigans, but I don't think so. Oh wait, that's the wrong guy. Sermon the Unsated God. Spellcasting does not. All right, so let's try to use a strength check to get out of there. 18 is not going to be. Oh wow. Okay. Well, this one crawls out. That is the action though. Right, to do that. 1d6 does not get his recharge back, but do you have a bonus action, my friend? And the answer is yes. Yes, he does. He's got fucking
check at the end of their turn.
Oh, is it the end of the turn? Let's see.
Yeah.
If that's their.
It might be. Let's see. Each round, a buried creature can use an action.
No, it just says each round.
Yeah, it just says a buried creature can use its action to make a strength check against your spell save DC.
Yeah, so it still has it, yeah.
Alright, bonus action, it has the spiritual weapon. So let's do that, and let's definitely target the wizard again. You have definitely gathered the aggro of everyone around. Oh, 13, I don't think it's going to hit you, though.
It won't. Mage armor, thank God.
Yeah.
14 AC.
Bone Golem needs to make the... You said dexterity or strength? That's not going to get out, though. He's still restrained. The guest will try to claw out, but that's not going to work. You're still restrained. And then this one will try to claw out. And does make it out. 2 tougher guys. Makes sense. Claws his way out, but that was his action, so he will also summon his spiritual weapon. And target the wizard. With a bonus action, 16.
Yep, that is.
For 7 force damage.
Yep, and I cannot use my reaction to cast shield because I had to re-roll the ley line thing, so I don't have a reaction right now.
So there's 2 more spiritual weapons floating around, I guess. There's 3 of them total.
And then con check to keep the spell.
Oh,
Yeah, we're using that inspiration.
That's the inspo,
That's
yeah.
the third. That's the third one tonight. This joke is.
But who's
Davros
counting?
is so rusty. He is rusty.
Yeah.
All right, second try. That's better. Okay.
So 2 of them, one of them died from the initial cast. 2 of them are still buried, and then the other 2, these ones 1 and 2 in the purple, have emerged and cast spiritual weapon. Zaberi, you are in a different plane of existence. You've got worms starting to pop up around you, and then you're about 30 feet away from the very large, gargantuan monster worm trying to get through the portal.
Can I get through the portal? Is there space?
I would say yes. I would count as definitely difficult terrain because the worm is probably taking up as much possible space of the portal.
Okay. Then I run up and clamber through on the worm's back, basically.
Okay. And it's like I mentioned the fact that it was like buried into the ground, so it's probably literally just not even a check to get on the creature at that point. But I would probably count just being on the creature and trying to get through the portal as all difficult terrain, because this thing is just nasty as fuck.
So am I through the portal yet?
At 30 feet, I will count you as just emerging through the portal, almost like we're the same. Well, I guess the creature's made it. The head part of it is through the portal quite a bit.
Okay. I'm just gonna. So how far down am I? Figure.
That's a good question. Where are you, elevation wise?
Yeah.
We'll say you're. We'll make it exciting. We'll put you 20 feet up because you're on top of the worm.
Sorry, I'm 20 feet above? How did I get from down below to up above?
Because it's like a fucking ramp, I guess, the whole worm. So the only way to get through the portal is getting on the worm and using that to go.
Right, but my 30 feet got me to like where the portal is, which I assume is like way down below, right? Because the worm is coming.
Well, that's true. Yeah, that's a good point.
Originating far below, so I guess I want to know how far below.
That's true.
Or like the spellcaster lady is like.
Yeah, that's a good point.
How many feet below am I?
Portal. It's like Portal.
Yeah. I get it. Yeah, it's fucking me up trying to do the portal thing. Yeah, so you're actually probably back here because this is the head part of it. We'll just say you're 10 feet down, and you can see as soon as you emerge, like immediately your senses, like the smell, the feel of the air, like everything completely changes as you get here, and you kind of orient yourself, and you see all around you immediately. Like it doesn't even look like a portal; it just looks like swirling mist into nothingness. But you definitely feel as you emerge. That's what you see. You can see this giant statue. That's all of this is about level with itself, so you're about 10 feet lower than that. And you're currently, I would say, on the worm. So I can't really stretch the token out, but it's like the worm's extending down to you, basically down into the portal.
Okay. I assume I just have to have like one hand holding onto the worm to like crawl up. Just want to know if I can attack or not.
Yes, I would let you attack for sure.
If not, I would just like to get up to the top and dash. So it's up to you if I can do that or not.
Whichever one you want to do, really. I mean, it's going to be probably difficult terrain either way.
Okay. Well, let me just attack here then. Just start swiping down.
Yeah.
Can I two-hand that or one?
You can do it two-handed for now, but you feel like if the worm moves, then you may have to make like some kind of a stay on the worm save.
Athletics check. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get up there, and when I break through, I'm like, Bubo, where are you? Like, you know, Luke Skywalker-ish, and like Bubo's gonna
Lisa
and like full on like end of like the first Clash of Titans, where like Bubo, like literally Bubo comes down around the Kraken at the end and like distracts it. That's literally what's happening. That's who I named the character after.
Nice. Makes a little like hooting sounds.
I'm fucking get a great master of this shit. Let's wreck some shit.
Yeah, this probably looks amazing for the rest of you. You see like Zaberi emerge, like just running up the worm from the portal. And she like glances over and says, "Now." Ooh, 30.
This
yeah.
This is what I'm gonna do to your.
Bring it.
25 damage.
25 damage. Okay.
Let's do it again.
You see the worm begin to get a little upset about this.
This is just me like, and this is not with advantage. Oh, 13.
Ooh, 13. Not so much gonna pierce that hide.
What a shit roll.
So
Plus
much.
12. Okay, I'm done.
Oof, really? Okay. Not quite enough to cause it the indigestion.
Oh.
Davros.
I want inspiration for worm riding.
You didn't make any cool checks though, but I do
I don't know
like
how
the
it
visual
works.
of it.
Make a cool check. Okay.
Davros goes, Madeep. It's just Madeep.
Yeah.
No.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
He will.
Chalamet
So
and
Davros
shit.
again. He's on like you guys are all on the kind of earth thing. And he's still holding on. He's. Do you guys want to come with me or do you want to get off? What do you want to do? Quick! We gotta go. We gotta go.
I'll stay.
Are you indicating like which direction you're heading?
We're moving. Circles and
I want
pretty much said, do you want to come with me or do you want to stay here?
I'll stay here.
Okay. So he revs that thing up and he starts moving. Got 90 feet. And we can probably play that clown music song here pretty quick because it's that's 15, goes over him. 30. 45. I saw somebody running around over there.
Yeah, I'm trying to
Yeah, 45.
make sure you're not seeing too much. Let's see what
That will put him at 45. That would put him at 70. And then he has 20 feet left to go right here. So that'll essentially hit the two that dug themselves up and the one that he said, "Hey, I'm coming for you."
Was that the spellcaster guy back here?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. So let me roll to see how much damage it does this time, and then just because, no, we'll do that here in a second. Earthwave. 26. Oh, look at those sixes.
Wow.
That is gorgeous. Gorgeous.
It's another good roll on that. Oh, that's
Although it doesn't take a spell slot though. It's just the movement that does that, so that shouldn't have used another spell slot.
Oh yeah, 'cause it's concentration.
Yeah.
All right, that's sorry, what was that again? Dex save.
Yep. Dex save, DC 18.
All right, do the two servant guys here.
And hopefully they'll lose their
One.
concentration, maybe.
Number 2, spiritual weapons.
one
That
of them saved
stupid
it.
spell that doesn't require concentration.
It doesn't? Oh,
But I
man.
believe they did fix that in the 2024 edition, and now it
Oh,
does.
okay.
So number 1 actually made the save. Number 2, whoever gets buried and it actually gets killed by the onslaught.
Okay. That takes one of them out.
Yep. But half damage on a success, right?
Yeah, so 13.
Yeah, it's still pretty good. This one is definitely bloodied. And then the spellcaster guy fails,
Sweet.
takes 26, and gets buried.
All right. And then you see. Let's see, I did. Oh no, wait. So that was the right one. So I did use that one twice, and this one I have one left of. Because now he is going to.
Boy.
You see him, he's holding on to the ley line, and you see the energy from it start coursing through his arms. He is going to channel. Ooh, yeah, he's channeling this.
I have no idea.
Aw, a one
He's
again.
doing-
Okay,
Right,
because
yeah.
essentially, pretty much 5 times a long rest, he can channel the power of the ley line, and if he's able to harness that power, he can roll on the table to give his spells additional effects.
Okay.
Since he
And you have to
and
make
it's-
you have to make checks to do that. Is that what this is?
Yes, I have to. The DC is 8 plus the level of the spell. This was a 5th level spell, so I needed
It's like
a
your
DC
own like little
13.
mini game power over there that you have to do. That's crazy.
It kind of, yeah, that's what I'm saying. This stuff is kind of complicated. And if I make the check, I can roll on the table. That's what I was saying. The table's not on here, but if you go to the compendium and type in ley line, one of the first information ley line is there. Specifically, ley lines and geomancy. That's where the table can be found.
Okay.
And he is connected to a strong ley line at the moment. And if we look on the table, the number 1 is you can reroll the number of damage dice up to your spellcasting ability modifier. So I can reroll 5 spells or 5 damage dice on what he's about to do. Magic application lets him turns his next level. If it's 5 levels higher than the spell that was so. If he casts a level 1 spell, it gets cast as level 6 spell.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. And he's casting Magic Missile as a level 3. So it'll get upcasted as a level 8.
Wow. So the other
Oh,
one
no,
you're
do
concentrating
it, do
on
it.
is just part of your movement. It's not an action to do that.
Yeah, let me double check it. There's 5,000 different things in there. As a bonus action, I know I can move it. As a bonus action, I
So
can
is
move
it the
it.
bonus action that's the movement?
Yes, which means that, yeah, as a bonus action, you direct the wave each round. So he actually can't amplify his magic this time.
Okay, so it's a bonus action
Because-
to do
Yes, because
Okay.
magic application is a bonus action.
the. Okay.
Is a bonus action spell, so he actually can't do that. So he's actually going to have to manually upcast it. So he's still going to cast it. He'll cast it as a level 4 then. Cast it as a level 4.
Who are we targeting?
Yeah, we're targeting the witch lady, and we're kind of we'll target the witch lady.
Okay.
Now I wish it would have let me see, because you get 3 bolts first, and then 1 for each level, correct? If I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, and Roll20 doesn't
Yeah.
plug that in.
So that would give me 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that'll give me 6.
Everything.
So that's 1, 2, 3.
It did 1 initially when you
5,
cast it.
6. Yeah. So that's a 3. We're going to re-roll the 2. We're going to re-roll the 2s. Thanks to the channel ley line. So I get to re-roll the damage dice. So let's roll. Nice. So the first one goes from. Oh, sorry. So the first one does 4 damage. The second one does 5 damage. Third one 3. Fourth one is 4, 3, 5. And hopefully each one will make her do the concentration check.
27, is that right? Anybody do the math with me?
Oh, hold on. 4, 9, 12,
I'm tapping out. It's all
16, 19, 24? 24.
Accepted. 24. Yes, she can make the concentration save. She's technically, she could drop the banishment because Zaberi has reappeared in this plane.
Oh, right. I thought I was also putting the worm here too.
You're not sure
Wait.
how, yeah, it's obviously some kind of ritual, but you're not sure how that ended up
Millie, we gotta
happening.
get you out of there. We gotta get you out of there, Millie.
Yeah, that's also important. What a waste of an at 20. But yeah, she would probably drop the banishment at this point because she's got other concentration things she can do if Zaberi has reappeared.
At least that's 24 damage.
Yeah, she is looking real bad. She's looking real bad for sure. At the end of the round, this door opens and... Oops. A bunch of skeletons come rushing in as reinforcements. Skeleton... Oops, I didn't mean to bring that guy with me.
I was gonna say, and that floating skull that was just a floating
Yeah,
skull.
turns out they were the actual mastermind the whole time, suckers.
No!
Demi-liches. Oh, just oops demi-liches everywhere.
That escalated quickly.
Everyone make... What, there's such a bullshit power to it. It's like, make a save or die instantly. Bahn.
Bahn says to Alaric,
Wait, no. Skeleton. I don't know why that skeleton didn't get to go. Sorry.
It's okay.
One skeleton bursts forward and actually gets in front of you. How dramatic. And these guys have ranged weapons. Yes, a short bow. These things are just going to hit whatever is close by, which is apparently Alaric, is going to get shot with a 16 short bow and not going to do anything. All right, Bahn.
Okay. Bahn says, wish me luck. And it says, hey, you big ugly purple thing, right here. Come get me. And runs up to the worm.
Turns out Bahn
What's he doing? What's he
slathered
doing?
himself in poison or something.
Ready for it.
Oh my god.
Arms are up. And eat me.
Take me.
Oh, it's the scene from Men in Black.
I was thinking,
Men in Black
was
1.
it that or was it Independence Day where they're like on the roof and they're all like hey.
I'm going to hold my action to cast a spell if I get eaten and can touch Millie.
Okay. I like it. The worm locks, like rolls, and the worm hasn't been able to move much, so now that you come into range, it especially like locks towards you.
Yeah.
The priestess, however, is probably most concerned about Zaberi reappearing. Because she doesn't want to be on the receiving end of your onslaught. She still has the spiritual weapon she can do as a bonus action. So we'll use that against Alaric. 27. I almost crit again with that thing. Doing 12 force damage, Alaric. This little bullshit, like, floating dagger is just knifing you in the back. But her concentration, not literally, but is turned to Zaberi, and she holds her hand out and just unleashes a wave of necrotic energy at you. Which is... Oh no, the counter spell's coming out again!
Not
you
today!
stupid wizard!
Not today!
Alright, but it's a
We're
fucking...
upcasting that. We're upcasting as a fourth level
It's a
spell.
sixth. Oh, okay. What does that do?
Oh, it's sixth level.
It's a
Shoot.
sixth level spell coming out. She came to play.
Oh, I should just cast it as a third level then. But it was a bet or a gamble. Ooh, so I need a. What do I need?
DC 10 plus the spell's level.
16.
Yep.
Yeah, I need a
16.
16.
It's easy.
Okay.
It's not even a problem.
But I realized that last time I rolled it, I didn't use my proficiency bonus. So this time, with proficiency bonus, I have a +9 on my spellcasting ability. So we're just going to roll this intelligence save, because I think that's the same thing.
Odds are pretty good.
Yes!
Wow. Okay, so you see her
That's
extend
nice.
this necrotic energy coming towards you, Zaberi, but then Davros, what do you do? Like fling? What does that look like?
That
when
was
you-
a big deal fucking roll
Pocket
right
sand.
there.
Pocket sand, get out!
pocket sand. Just throws out sand. Just gets in her fucking eye.
Because he's surrounded by friggin'
Yeah.
rolling earth. You
You
know,
are
it's
the
easy
Geo-
to be like,
You're the Geomancer. Yep.
whew, okay.
And what's funny is she has no intel about you either. She knows like about all the others when causing problems. She's like, what the fuck is this? I was not given a full dossier.
Nobody expects the pocket sand.
If they know anything about us, they should know that the party makeup literally changes every
I know,
25
that's like
minutes
the-
of
your-
action in the game,
your
right?
best
Literally every
strength.
like 25 minutes.
Yeah, your best strength is like we have a very deep roster that we can pull up
What
from
the
the
fuck is this
bullpen.
guy that just shows up?
We just called him in from the minor leagues, and now he's got
Yeah.
pocket sand.
It's a ringer.
Yeah. So that was her turn. We go to Alaric.
Target rich environment here.
Yeah, you could say that.
Figure out where we want to go. So I will, for my bonus action, cast Servant of Doom. So I will take upon my Death Angel appearance, get my
Mhm.
wings, hover 5 feet off the ground, glowing red from inside, and I will move.
I think Marcus has
right
like shocked
here.
Pikachu face right now looking at this.
Yeah, it turns into a
Like
Death Angel, and
Like the fact that Erlich like does spells based on like the edginess of the spell name.
I know, isn't it great?
Like every single one is like
I bet like his feet, like his
Great
fingernails
title.
get black like nail polish, and yeah,
awesome.
just heavy metal just plays.
Alaric would have the best theme music.
Yeah,
Absolutely. And then as a contrast, I need all of those skeletons. Anybody within 15 feet of me to make a DC 15 con save. As I grab a hold of the robes of Sister Adeline and pop a radiant burst.
1, 2, 3. Oh my God! What the fuck?
That's insane.
That is insane.
And
For those of you listening, I rolled a nat 20, and then 2 16s, and then another nat 20.
Check him
well,
dice.
they all
Check him
take
dice.
11 points of damage.
Doesn't
Yeah.
matter though.
Well, 11
Skeleton.
damage is gonna kill 2 of the skeletons anyway, which is hilarious. But yeah, that you thought that would have just annihilated all of them, but for some reason, you know what? These skeletons, maybe they have like the brands of the hunger god like imprinted on their bones, and those symbols like glow mightily. That's my bullshit. What's the quote? I'm sticking to it.
Flavor text.
Yep. 11 damage.
Let's see.
That's my bullshit answer, and I'm sticking to it.
Millie
There we go.
is. Millie's kind of taking in everything, and she's like, "Well, I always thought that I would die in the belly of a giant worm. Just didn't think it would be this early." And she is going to. Let's see. She is going to swing her sword a couple times, though, just in case.
Okay.
And it's disadvantage, right?
You are blinded and restrained, but you can definitely still target the worm.
Okay. Does an 18 hit the worm?
18 does hit the worm.
Okay, so that is 15 damage to that.
Okay. And worm, you hear a
And-
growling sound.
Does a 12 hit?
No. Just
Okay.
It's like squishiness when you hit your sword.
That means she's going to use 2 more of her key points to heal herself again. So another 6 healing. Okay, and that is all that she can do. Is she takes another breath and just kind of starts meditating on her life and everything she's done so far.
Life flashing before her eyes. Because at the start of your turn, you take 29 acid damage, as that is
Oh, yeah.
almost max damage. The opposite of what I rolled last time.
Millie is knocked down. She is knocked out.
Just absolutely getting digested. Then the creature...
Yeah, she had 13 hit points at that point.
Oh my gosh.
And unfortunately, Alaric can't see you.
No, you. None of you know what's happening, other than the fact that you've seen you've seen Zaberi riding the creature through the portal, and then the creature being unable to really move that whole last round. It seemed to be kind of stuck. You might think that's just an effect of the portal, though. However, Bahn has recently taunted the creature and has come within range. So it will actually just attempt to bite you first.
Right. No, that's not the agreement. No, I'm joking. Yes.
Does a 32...
A 32 will hit. Yes. Yes, it will.
Let me know when your triggering thing goes off, too.
Yeah, not yet.
All right.
Not until
20 piercing damage, and then you get a dex save or be swallowed. If you
I
want
choose
to be...
fail.
Oh, wait. We have a soundbite for that, also.
Choose to fail.
Okay.
Yeah, I choose to fail.
You choose to fail. All right, so you take 20 piercing damage, and you just... What does it look like when you accept... Put yourself in pill form.
Just arms out. Yeah, just arms out like Jim Carrey in the Liar Liar when he throws his clothes off. It's that same motion.
Yeah, you get swallowed by the worm
Okay.
and end up tumbling into its gullet.
I use whatever momentum, and I start reaching around. If you want me to make a check or something to try to find Millie, I'll...
Let me know what
I'll
you're
try to find
trying to do. I mean, I guess surmise, but we'll figure
her. So
out what.
I want to grab her and then cast Dimension Door.
Okay. So I would say, because you didn't take an action last time, right? You just readied an action. I would say that your readied action would be to take the search action, which would be probably a perception check, because you are blinded and restrained when you come tumbling in here.
Okay.
But you're inside. They're both inside the worm, so it's probably not going to be too hard of a check either.
So you want me to roll perception?
Yes.
Do you want me to roll a disadvantage?
Probably gonna. I was just gonna say, unfortunately, because you're blinded, you're probably gonna have to roll a disadvantage.
Okay. Got a 9 then.
Okay, you wiggle around in there and you reach out. You can't find her, but you can sense that she may be close.
Touch the rod instead. Well, that's Millie's rod.
Yeah, you could tell that she's very, I don't like, maybe you like hear like a breath or something, but you know, you don't have movement on your turn, and you just feel like your initial like reach out basically doesn't get you into contact with her quite yet.
Okay, sounds good. What's the chance of taking 29 acid damage when it
What
turn comes
are
around
the
next time?
odds? Yeah,
What's the
you've
chance?
seen what it can do. Because it's a worm, I'm gonna let it actually like roll itself back a bit, Zaberi, and hit you with its tendrils. It also has a good reach with the tendrils. With this, how about a 22?
Oh, you're right on the edge. Shield. Oh, shield does shit all. Never mind. It's a hit.
It's a hit? Okay.
Yep.
For 22 bludgeoning, and I need a constitution save to avoid your hit point max being reduced by these otherworldly tendrils.
Oh my god, what is with my rolls today?
Oh, the plus
This is
6.
brutal.
Indomitable.
It's not just yours.
I don't have it left. It's once for long rest.
Oh boy.
You've been rolling since a long rest.
So, max hit points goes down until the next rest. Creature still can't move very well, though, the frickin' immobile rod. But it was satisfied it had targets to attack this turn. Let's see, this guy is buried still, so has to try to escape. DC 18, negative on that one. That guy's dead. This guy's got to escape. Negative on that one. This is a real nasty spell. We have a living skeleton. Let's go over to Alaric. Not a living, you know what I mean. Undead skeleton. Short sword to Alaric. 15. I don't think that's going to cut the mustard.
No.
This one's going to do the same thing. Short sword. 12's not going to do it. Which, those guys are dead. This guy's still alive. He's going to try to claw his way out. Not going to do it. And then this guy. Now, come on. These guys are good at getting out of this mess. Get out of there. Yes! All right! Oh, wait. He wasn't even buried, was he? I didn't have him buried. Well, whatever. He triumphantly... Did he unbury himself last time? I wonder why.
Somebody saved. He might have been the one that saved.
Well, you know what? He's made every save, so yeah, we'll count that as a save.
Yeah.
And he's pissed. He's gonna continue his spiritual weapon on the wizard, which is where are you? Spiritual weapon right there. 24 to hit. They've been dynamite with that.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Only 4 force damage though. Rolled pretty low.
Ow. But con check.
Yes, that's true.
9 to 10. Yes, come on now, we got it.
He will trudge very seriously towards you with his mace in hand and his fangs out.
Oh no, wait, hold up. What are you doing? No.
And swipe at you with the mace to the face.
Ow.
19. This one guy might be the boss in disguise. He's been fucking money. 16. I was just reading the base. It's just flavor text.
We are not doing good.
And how about the bites? The bite, not gonna rip out your throat with that one just yet.
3 health left.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, but the second con check though to see to hold on to
True.
it. Oh,
nailed it. All right, wizard's looking pretty rough. Everybody's looking real rough, Sophia.
Well, he's about to get buried. 3rd time's the charm.
Oh no, he hates that.
Okay. So watch 2 people get swallowed.
Yes.
You kill this thing pronto. How hurt does this thing look? Does it hurt at all?
It's hurt a little bit, but it's very, very large. Very, very large. You are putting some dents in it, though. You are doing some real damage to it. And you can tell the longer it's out, it seems to be putting strain on the creature and putting a strain on the portal.
Okay, interesting.
You also see...
Also,
sorry, I was going to say, the
right.
priestess also looking very, very critically wounded. She is looking real bad.
Yeah. Also, I probably get the impression if I really wail on this guy, he might barf up someone.
That's kind of the impression you have, yeah.
Okay, let's wail on this motherfucker. Okay, so owl distraction, first attack. What are we doing here? Sure, let's great weapon master this one.
Ooh.
18? 17?
Yes.
Oh, that was close. Okay, so 21 damage. Let's attack on a menacing attack, so wisdom saving throw, please.
Do you have any charges left?
I'm getting there. Yes, I do. Yeah. I'll wait. This could be a long one, so I'll wait until you.
Sorry, what is it? Wisdom save, you said?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna click it correctly this time.
It's a fail, but I'm assuming it's passed because bullshit.
Yeah, it's got its legendary resistances.
Okay, fine. It still takes 8. So, okay, 21, 29 damage.
29 damage?
Let's
Okay.
throw on 3 charges for 3d6. So another 12.
Okay.
What is
How
that,
much?
42?
42 damage. Okay, on 40...
21, sorry, 21, 29, 39, 42 damage.
Alright, so now that it's officially taken 30 or more in a single turn... Oh, it gets to make a con save. It must succeed on a DC 21 con save. Oh shoot, the end of the turn. Alright, sorry, keep going. I shouldn't have showed that yet.
It's true, I have another attack.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you don't
let's
know
keep
that.
rolling.
Yep,
Okay.
I tipped my hand too early. But yes, you see it begin the vomiting motion.
So I'm not going to do great for this match round. So let's roll attack normal.
Ooh, no. You know what? It's vomiting so much, it's like fucking up, like you're like stumbling a little bit on top of it.
Okay. And I'm going to back end it with the butt end of the sword here. Come on, 23.
Yeah.
Okay, 10 damage.
10 on there. Okay.
Fuck it, let's add charges. The 13.
Okay, jeez. You are carving a lot of damage into it right there.
Sorry, did it?
What?
Am I an idiot here? Oh, at the end of the turn. Okay,
End of
so
the
I get
turn.
the impression that it's going to be doing it anyway.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Just trying to see if there's anything else I can do. Not really. This thing is so large, it like it just nerfs like half of my abilities.
yeah, you can't like do the grapple and shit.
It's like if large, if large, if large,
This thing
if
is
large.
beyond
Okay,
large.
I am done.
It does get to make a con save, and as you can imagine, it's got a pretty good constitution, but we'll see. DC 21. Wow. So it looks like it's gonna throw up, but it just kind of makes like a swallowing motion and just keeps everything in its gullet.
Obnoxiously, it could just be like, yeah, I make that save.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. It's got legendary persistence, doesn't it? That's I didn't
was
even
too
think
low.
about that combo. Davros.
Okay. He's still... Okay. See if we can get these guys out of here. Come on!
Oh, I'm sorry, really quick. Can I move off of this thing and onto the ground?
You do still have movement, yeah.
Sure. Okay, I'll hop down there.
Okay.
Ooh, he could pick you up now. Okay, so... Davros. Hiya! And he's moving, so 5 feet to say hello to his best friend here.
Oh man.
He's going to go here to touch the worm, and then he's going to go directly here.
Oh, there it goes. Okay. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, so he's going, if I do the broadcast, so he goes from here to here to here to here. It takes 75 movement.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and roll the 66. Not that good that time. 18.
Oh man, that one dude almost made the save again. Legit. Like,
Haha!
dang.
Get buried.
Get buried. 18 damage and restrained.
And unfortunately, the worm looks like it's pretty big, so it doesn't get buried, but it still takes the damage.
It does get to make a dex save, but you
Yep.
see that while its con is very good, it's probably not too dexterous because it's so fucking big.
Mhm.
And
Sweet.
sure enough, it takes 18 damage.
And as he passes Zaberi, do you want to jump on with him to go out? He says, "Hey, grab my hand, grab my hand."
No, I stay here and beat thing.
Oh, okay, you got this.
Two of my friends are in there. We need to get them out. Two of the friends I've known for like 3 days.
Don't worry. I got a plan for that too.
Dexterity save.
Haha, get buried.
Oh man, 15. She takes 18 damage. That almost finishes her off. But she's like does this like very awesome like and just like the wave of rocks falls over her.
And then as he's there, he tries to pull more power out of it. Sweet. 25, that makes it. Yes.
What is a 10?
A 10
I wish I would have put
on
this
the
table
strong
in here.
table allows for me to either roll twice on the strong one, or I could roll once on the Titanic ley line table. I think we're going to roll twice on the strong, actually.
Double
Although there's some good Titanic stuff here too. Oh, if I roll a 1 on the Titanic, this thing is going to be so dumb. That would be so dumb. No, we're going to roll twice. So 2 d10s.
What happens if you roll a 10?
I get a 1 and a 2. Okay. So that means that I get to reroll the damage dice, and I can delay. Hold on, and I can treat the spell as. Okay, then we're doing this as a 6th level, so it turns into a 7th level. He is casting as a 7th level now. Lay Energy Bolt. So he literally takes the reins that he's holding, puts it into his hands in front of him, and goes, Lay Energy Bolt! Yeah!
Just fires it.
Yep, line 100
Sounds French.
long,
Les Bolts.
5 wide. And yeah, I can re-roll those
So
dice as
it's
well.
a lightning bolt, basically?
Pretty much, yeah, but like made out of ley energy.
Okay.
And I get to re-roll some dice, because I rolled 3 1s. I get to roll up to 5. So we're going to re-roll one of those ones.
I assume you're shooting it this way.
Yeah, so it hits the priestess and the worm.
Okay. Restrained, what does that mean? She fails dex saves? It's probably
It's a disadvantage.
Yep.
disadvantage.
Oh, this is the D8. This is better. I don't have to sound a D6. Okay. So it goes up by 4,
Yes.
6,
So,
and then on the 24. Oh, that's a good one.
Wow, I rolled a 19 on disadvantage.
5. So that's what? 5,
He's still calculating.
9, 11. 11,
I'm feeling
11, 12, 13. So 13 additional damage on top of what I already rolled.
which was 39, I think? Or does that include... It looks like it rolled 98, I think?
Yeah, I did cast it as a level 7.
Okay.
My
goodness.
because I got the thing that let me cast it as 1 level higher, so I cast it as my 6th level, turned it to a 7th level.
Doesn't it already count it? Isn't that what that 15 is at the top?
Oh yes, but I get, because I also rolled a 1 on the Titanic table, I get to re-roll the damage
Roll the
dice
ones.
Okay.
up to my intelligence modifier, which is 5. So I get to re-roll of the damage dice up to 5 of them, and I rolled three 1s and a 2, so I re-rolled those, which added 13 damage altogether.
All right, what's the total? Somebody help me out with math.
Yeah, I was about to add it up. So
I'm just gonna take your word for it on that.
15
graphic
plus
calculator out.
13 plus 24,
52, I think.
52 damage.
Oh my lord. If they fail the dex save, or it's half damage.
Yes, if they fail or it's half.
All right.
DC 18 dex.
Oh no, not the dex. Big guy doesn't like the dex. Well, he's got legendary resistance, so that'll come into play. But still, that's 52 is 26 damage on a fail. The priestess screams, and she is destroyed by that Feline Blast. But before, she has one little piece of villain monologue she has to make as she screams out her last. It says, "Blasphemers! The jaws of Artisan is but one of Radomir's instruments. The Krakowan's blood will usher in a new, glorious era for the Imperium, one ruled by the unsated guard." And she dies. The giant worm creature is very damaged by that blast. And you can see the whole chamber begin to rock a little bit, and Zaberi, you can see, and I guess Davros too, with being on the edge, you can see that the swirling mist is kind of crackling with this weird, like, purple energy. And it just seems like there's some kind of problem going on.
Would that be enough to try to make him spit up the people? Was that overall? Did it hit the threshold?
You didn't, but I think
okay.
because of all the situations going on that I've described, the fact that it's trapped also, and the fact that the priestess went down, I'm going to go ahead and force it to make the con save. You were very close to the threshold also.
Okay.
So we will have it make the save, but we've seen it's got pretty good con save. Jeez, nat 20 on that one.
Man.
So you can tell that it's having problems for sure, but it is keeping those creatures in its skillet for now. And you guys have not seen, you see blood here, and they've mentioned the blood of the Krakowan, but you have not seen the body of the Archduke that you all are searching for, which you were told was not here anyway. You were told was in the city. All right, Bahn, you get to wake up in Acid Town.
Roll it.
26 acid
26.
damage, my friend.
Not even a problem.
Oh!
And I find Millie.
Ooh, you find
and
Millie.
I cast Dimension Door. Let me
Get her out of there.
first.
Come on, man.
GTFO.
Get out.
How many hit
Doesn't it
points
take
do
the
both of you
damage
have?
at the start of the worm's turn, though? Isn't the
Yeah,
acid
it's the
damage
Oh, you're
worm's
right.
turn.
Sorry, it is the
worm's
start of the
turn?
worm's turn. Well, the worm.
Well,
You're right. The
Would
worm.
not be his
Yes.
turn.
You don't take that. Yeah, you're right. You
right.
don't take that damage.
yeah,
Sorry.
You don't. Yeah.
Ignore that damage. You're right. It's at the start of the worm's turn. I totally forgot.
Plus
You got-
20.
You got me all excited about it. Yeah.
I cast Dimension Door. And I visualize the place that Davros took me to on the first ley line ride. So I'll end up,
Okay, like part of the north, I guess.
I think, here.
Yeah.
And I'm
Millie,
bringing,
what race are you?
Takes you.
Human.
You're too big.
We're also
I've never seen
bring
this.
along
I've
objects
never
as
looked
long
that up
as
in Dimension Door before. It's
their
your
weight
size
doesn't
or
exceed
smaller.
what you can carry. You can also bring one willing creature of your size or smaller. Oh,
I've
'cause the
never read that in
kobold's
my
small?
life.
No, I mean, kobolds could be medium sized, though.
I think we should
you know?
ignore that since I'm the one who pointed it out.
I mean, yeah.
I'm
And
definitely
are you a small
smaller.
kobold? You could be a medium sized one, you know?
Medium size. Yeah, he's a really big
No,
one.
I'm
man.
definitely small.
Well, here's the thing. I was gonna give you inspiration for doing this, but I'm gonna make you expend your inspiration to power up the spell to be able to take Millie. Just because of this cinematic moment where you have to like will yourself to be larger to appease the arcane gods and grab her
His
with you.
ego
I
casts
feel like
the
it's
spell.
more like I'm just like opening the door like in the gullet anyway, and we're just falling through,
Mhm.
right? Like if I have to like end up prone or something, like I'm fine with that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I definitely like the prone thing. Yeah, you're basically like, you almost like pretend it's regurgitating you, but out this end, just out like a wall or something. You both fall prone here, which you note that now that you come out of this area, you spent your action, you do have some movement left. You see that Millie is in fact unconscious and like in a bleeding out state.
I can't do anything about that right now.
Yeah. So I would give you inspiration, and I'm going to count that as giving you inspiration, but I'm going to have you use your inspiration to power up that dimension door.
His ego cast the spell this time. It's fine.
Yeah.
I'm done. Like, yeah, I'm finished here. All I
I'm
wanted to
done.
do
I'm
was
retired. I leave. I'm
No. Like, as far as like all I wanted to do for
It's-
that action was
it's
try to
beach.
find her,
and a fucking cocktail.
and I had
From
2
here on
natural
out.
20s to find her. So I feel like it's all good.
All right. The priestess is slain, so we go to Alaric.
Alaric, in his Death Angel form, hovering 5 feet off the ground, points towards the avatar of one of his nemesis and goes, "Not even you can escape the chains of Lady Sif." That is a wisdom save with disadvantage.
I have disadvantage.
Yes, DC 18 wisdom save disadvantage because I am in my emissary form.
Doom thing.
It's powered up. Oh man, those are good save rolls too.
Mhm. So it takes it is constricted by these celestial chains.
Okay. Yeah, these giant chains like wrap around. You can see it's already bloodied, already like couldn't move very well, but now it literally has the restrained condition as it is just stuck in this portal. And you can see that is causing real problems in the whole portal system.
And that is 22 points of damage total.
Oh shit, yeah, I missed the damage part.
Apparently it auto rolled for me.
Yeah.
Like, does as much damage as like a standard for the spell does 1 turn.
It's
Yeah, but it restrains them as
6d8.
well.
You just rolled kind of
So I mean, on top, that's even on top of that. That is just
Oh yeah, I know.
bonkers.
These spells
Yeah.
are bonkers, yeah. Indeed. Millie, you get to roll a death save.
Alaric turns to Millie and goes, "No one dies without my permission. You have 1 hit point."
What the fuck is we just talked about bullshit spells. One reaction which you take when a creature is within 30 feet of you
Awesome.
is reduced to 0 hit points or makes a death saving throw.
That is so
Wow.
specific, but
That
amazing.
is so fucking specific, and it actually happened right here.
It has to be a Wednesday, sunny outside, 72 degrees.
And motherfucking
Exactly.
within 30 feet.
Yep.
That,
Bahn got her within 30 feet, and she had to make a death save in front of me where I could
all
see
right.
it.
Well, plus the fucking just sick ass one liner. I think I got to give you inspiration for that one.
That's clutch and amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that is great. Thank you so much. Oh, lingering injury though, right?
You have to make a con save. Thank you.
Oh, on
See if you get
save.
more than a nasty scar.
Okay.
DC 15.
I failed that. Oh wait, was it? Oh, I would have failed either way.
Yeah, it's a 15. Roll on that lingering injury table. Everyone's
Okay.
favorite table.
Oh god.
Broken arm or a leg?
Oh.
Which, your choice.
She's going to take, the broken arm, I think.
Wow, okay. Oh,
So
that's right.
she's just
Movement's your
gonna
whole
have her
thing.
sword with one hand. Yeah. Now, here's a question. Since Alaric used a spell, does that mean that Millie still has her action and bonus action this turn?
I think so, yeah. If you use your reaction whenever you see creature in 30 views reduces your points or make a death saving. Well, it's when you make a death. That's interesting.
Saves are at the end. Death saves are at the end of your turn.
Yeah, I think that's at the
Yeah,
end.
that's true.
Yeah.
So it's more like, hey, you instantly get to make the save, but that was your
You
turn.
get an instant natural. You get an instant nat 20.
Yeah,
your
yeah,
death
that's
save.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're 1 hit point and prone, I think.
Yep. but that was your turn, I think.
Well, that's better than inside a worm and at 0 hit points.
that is looking at the right side of life. Yeah.
She looks up at Bahn, though, and just gives him a big hug out of, like, complete reaction. She goes, "Oh, you sweet old man, you! Thank you!"
It's like, don't touch me.
Yeah.
All right, the avatar is restrained by the chains. You can tell it is in a world of just things not going its way from the portal. It's just absolutely causing problems in the portal end, but it is going to try one last desperation at disadvantage, I assume, from the restrained, because Zaberi is still in range. So let's slap you with a tendril. Oh, dear lord. 20 with disadvantage. Dirty 20.
Shield.
Shield popping up.
Yep.
That's funny. We made it this late in the battle, and now you're just now casting shield. But
I say not today.
I finally attacked you within that specific range.
Yep.
What is a ace? How about a 26? What does shield do for you?
Oh shit, that's a hit.
That's a hit. Oh, maybe you'll end up inside the worm.
Oh good.
19 piercing damage and a dexterity saving throw.
Sorry, just a second. I'm still dealing with other shit. No. Okay.
Zaberi, make that save, please.
What was the over-under on how many PCs I could swallow with this game?
Please make that save. It's just a 19.
I want to say, I think I've rolled
Got
like
this.
higher than a 3 once this entire combat on the save. So
No,
let's
you
see
got
if we can
this.
do better.
Easy. See?
Oh!
Easy.
With a
Just
plus
roll the 19.
fucking 0!
Plus 0.
Wow. Wow. Just save it off.
I
Yes.
think
to make a
if you
wisdom
got me,
save
you
at
should have just taken
disadvantage.
me the other realm.
He gets to make another wisdom save at disadvantage.
The worm does?
Uh-huh.
Wisdom save at disadvantage.
Yep. And
Doesn't it
takes
take
another
bludgeoning
26
damage
crushing
as well?
And Zaberi, I'm going to give you the DM is feeling magnanimous. I'm going to give you inspiration for not ending up with the worm's gullet. Okay, what 26 damage it's taking? Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
This chain's hurt. Alright. Still got buried creatures out here trying to make their way. That one does get out. That was the action to get out, though. The bone golem tries to get out. No, that guy's been stymied. These skeletons are still up, right? They haven't been jacked with since you first did the thing, so they're still trying to swipe at you. How about a
That hit.
21, Alaric? Okay. Skeleton getting a little feisty there.
Well, yeah, that hits. So 5 more. And that misses.
Is there any concentration you've got, or is that not a concentration
Yep,
for your
there
thing?
is. There is.
14's a miss. This ghast has to escape. Nice, nat 20. Does not make it out. This guy's got to escape. Oh, but he is stymied as well. Those guys are all still bare. Actually, one of them got out, but you guys don't know that because you don't see him. Zaberi, you see this worm's in real trouble. It's very bloodied, but you also see like the portal is now acting like a. You can feel like pressure, like pulling you towards this area. Not enough to where you have to make a save, but you feel it's almost working in reverse now, and you think it's because the worm has like been in there too long.
Sorry, when it been in where?
Been
Here?
like halfway through the portal too long. You think that's just not how the system is supposed to work, and thus it's creating like a reverse effect, and now it appears to be trying to suck it back in.
I hope it tries to suck it back in, but like the movable rod is like behind its brain, so it just kind of like pulls the rod through its head or something like that. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, it's got the chains on it currently, and it's got a movable rod in its stomach. So.
Oh, actually, can I? Larger, smaller. Damn it! I want to do cool stuff. This thing's too big.
It's too big.
Okay, I will do what I always do, which is wail on it. At least I'll move up to here, like wail on it to like go back where it came from.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's do Mubo action to start. Let's trigger all the shit. We established 17's a hit.
He would have made that
Yep.
save. He wouldn't have had disadvantage. I failed to remember that the emissary form and chains are both concentration. So would have dropped
Oh.
emissary, so he'd get 26 hit points back, and
Okay.
he would have made that save.
So the chains are no longer there, or the.
Yep.
Okay.
So Alaric is no longer an emissary form, and the chains are gone.
Oh, okay.
My bad.
Yeah, well, I missed it too. But yes, that will hit Zaberi.
I like how everything is so complicated that, like,
I know,
whenever I
it
roll
gets-
the
That's what I was
hit,
gonna say.
literally every time I roll the hit, in between me hitting and rolling the damage, someone's like, "Oh, wait a minute, hang on
know.
a second, something didn't work or something didn't
This
work."
is why, like,
I just want to like time out. Hold.
the higher level we get, like, the fewer people play D&D because it gets so
So nuts.
fucking crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even play above level 11.
Yeah.
Running game is just too much for me. Okay, so 23.
Okay.
Keep on doing it. It's normal. 19 to hit.
Yep, that'll hit.
8 damage.
Okay. The thing is.
This is with a great weapon master, and I'm still not keeping up to you guys with all your spells.
I
is amazing. And then a butt end. Let's do his butt end.
don't know if you're doing all three. If
High
you
roll.
hit with all three of those, it's pretty nasty.
It's not bad. Not bad. I'm rolling really high.
20, 30, 40.
That's pretty good with
Fuck,
Oh.
that is a lot of damage you just did right there.
23, 33, 43, 53, 65.
Yeah. That thing looks like it is just barely hanging on at this point. It is.
Oh,
Not
65
killing.
health and it's still alive.
killing me.
I'll be happy to tell you how many
Jesus.
hit points it had after the session.
I'm sure it's a lot.
Pretty nuts, though. Pretty nuts. I've been impressed with your tactics. Davros.
Okay.
Also, I love how the fighter is the only one who hasn't been like really low on hit points.
I meant half hit points.
True. I did shunt you to another universe at one point, so
It's true. I was not attackable.
yep.
So we'll take 20 to go there. $30, 50 total to go there.
God, you're almost playing like a monk now with all the movement.
And then he doesn't know anybody getting out yet, so he's just going to then move here. So that'll be all the movement.
Is there deck saves, right?
Yep, 66. 24.
Skeletons are gonna matter too much. Nope. These skeletons get destroyed as the wave of earth buries them.
He sees Alaric bleeding a lot, so he's like, oh, get rid of those things before they cut his pretty face off. And then the same
Pretty?
for the worm. Because he did hit the
Don't
worm
call
and
it
then
pretty.
U-turn.
Okay. Yeah, you smash that wave of earth into the worm, and it gives off a shudder, and you can see the portal like suddenly give off these like violent purple glows, and then that red spew dust just spews out everywhere, and you see this worm suddenly just like vortex gets pulled back, but a couple of things happen. Obviously, Zaberi, you can attack it as it gets pulled, and then the rod kind of rips like just the most grotesque like opening through its body as the worm, I mean, just having like a nail stuck, and you're just having like a shirt just get pulled, and like the fabric like it's just gets spilling all this purple guts and shit. And you could tell that is like just destroying the creatures. It gives off this crooning cry as it gets sucked into this vortex and destroyed.
I'm covered in purple goo.
Yes. Yeah, it slimed you.
That's good. That's good.
And I'm trying to think if the moment there's any enemies left. There's two. Technically, they're buried in the ground right now, and they seem to be pretty well stuck.
Yeah, and Davros wouldn't be able to do more damage to them.
Okay. So you still have your action, don't you? Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, I still have
Go
all
ahead.
my
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah, go ahead.
but I don't know. I guess I could just try to do just direct damage to them. So he's going to target this one, and he is going to pick up a rock and throw it at it.
You just yell, rock! Pummelstone.
Yeah, just a rock.
Yep.
He throws it really hard, though, like really hard.
Are they prone?
They're restrained. Buried and restrained. So I don't know if you can see them to target them or how that works mechanically if they're buried in the earth. I've been playing like they can't target
Probably
you guys.
disadvantage.
Yeah, at least, I think.
Probably, yeah, disadvantage at least. Yeah. Let's see what the second attack is. Oh no,
Ooh,
it has spoken.
yeah.
See, he just rock.
Rock
Wait,
meets rock.
what?
Yeah.
He goes behind him.
You know, to be fair, there's a lot of mounds of bodies around, so
Yeah.
you probably just threw it at the wrong body-shaped mound of earth.
That's what happened.
All right, Bahn, we may be in coup de grace mode because the enemies you can see are buried into the ground.
Yeah, for sure.
There's probably just like an arm waving or like a foot twitching.
Yeah, in fact, I'm okay with honestly taking you guys out of initiative, and you guys can just like finish these guys off while they're in the ground. I don't think we need to honestly play that out.
Vaughn would
because-
just roll over after telling Millie. He'd be like, "Well, you can't protect me when you're in there, and you can't take damage from me getting hit instead of you getting hit." If yeah, and so he takes his rapier and starts just jabbing down into the stone and stuff.
I feel like Davros should just like using his move earth cantrip, be like, okay, let's get you buried deep down in here. You don't need to see the light of day anymore. Let's get you way deep down here.
Yeah, they will not come up from that. So yeah, you see this area has been cleared. Whatever portal here seems to have been sealed. The only thing you see on the altar on the floor is just blood. There's nothing else here. You do see that beyond the statue here, which Alaric for sure, and most of you that have been following this adventure will recognize the statue as Vardazane, the hunger god. But you see the rumbling of this area has also opened up a secret door back where that statue is.
Alaric just goes over to the bone golem that's stuck in the ground and just keeps just thump, 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 thump.
Everybody's so interested in just making sure, which is fair, making sure everybody's dead. Yeah, you guys are pretty fucked up too.
Millie wants to go over to the priestess and just like loot her body and then kick her off the edge over into the void or whatever is down there.
Yeah, you can probably find the equivalent of a really creepy Vardazane god spell focus. Whatever that, I forget what those are worth, but is probably what she's got on her. Otherwise, weapon-wise, I don't think she had. It's kind of all spells. She had literally no weapons. It was all just bite and claw. A ton of spells. Yeah. And you imagine that you can see the glinting of treasure in that secret door that just popped open down there. Also, you all recall that one of the reasons you were here, aside from the fact that you had a tip-off about the hunger cult being here, was that this place also generated a unique substance called Ghoulbane oil. And when you open this north door and check it out, you see a pool of oily red liquid kind of surrounded by a low stone wall. And occasionally above, the area above is a just very long 5-foot wide open shaft all the way up to the ceiling that's open to the sky. And you can't see quite what's going up there, but you see dripping down at very regular intervals is just another drop of this red liquid. And there's a sign written in Dhampir that says, "Warning, property of the Imperium, extremely dangerous, strictly prohibited. Anyone caught with ghoulbane oil will be seized and fed to the beggar ghouls." And nearby you see a chest full of glass vials, a funnel, and a ladle.
Don't take this stuff, but here's a bunch of jars so you can take this stuff.
Yeah, well, you imagine
What is this stuff?
somebody's certainly harvesting it.
There's no bridge over here to this secret door, right? That jostled open.
There is not. There is just a ominous, blackness where you saw this worm emerge from the portal. It's a 15-foot gap.
Okay, where's the secret door?
It's
I
to
see
the
it.
south of us.
Yeah, I gotcha.
I
It's fine.
will dimension door over there.
Oh, I was gonna throw you across if you wanted.
He would
I
prefer to
also
spend
wanted
the
to
4th
say-
level spell than let you yeet him across.
Yeah.
I also really want to say I was really kind of hoping that the worm didn't hit you at that point, because I was gonna jump off and grab you and just throw you into the worm's mouth so you could dimension door out.
So Bahn, you tell, and I just rolled. The pool contains 9 vials of ghoulbane oil, which where's that?
Which has been rebranded Rotbones Revenge.
Which has been rebranded. Yep.
Oh, okay. I was going to ask what that stuff is.
The oil can coat 1 weapon or 5 pieces of ammunition. So each one of those, which you have 9 of them. Applying the oil takes 1 minute for 1 hour. If a ghoul, ghast, or Dhampir takes damage from the coated item, it takes an extra 2d6 damage of the weapon's type.
That's cool.
Pretty big buff against all creatures that you just fought, basically.
Did we have this before and not know it?
You had a poison, I think, right? Or did it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it had to be ingested.
Yeah, it was a poison.
Yeah, because it was like a food type substance. This is an oil that you can coat your weapons with. So you have 9 of those. And then Bahn in this room, which it's been a while since I actually go to my notes for a second. We've been doing the battle so long. A dimly lit candelabra illuminates 2 chests standing against the western wall. Above them, a message is written in flowery script. Do you know Primordial?
Nope.
Okay. It just looks like fancy language on the wall. The chests do have giant skull-shaped locks on them.
Okay.
Do you see a language that you don't understand?
Is the sign
Lock that you don't-
removable? Is the sign removable?
It's a message written in the wall.
Into the wall?
Yeah.
Okay. I walk back outside and
Which means it looks pretty old.
well, actually, what I was thinking of doing was using minor illusion to try to replicate the script.
Do that, but you could just tell me where it is. I'll go look and
What's the spell
I can
again?
figure out what that is.
Mm,
Got a spell for it.
2 skull locks. Is what you were saying on the chests?
2 skull-shaped locks, yeah.
Okay.
Which the message looked pretty old. And if you recall, this place was it was a lair of some other creature before the undead came in and made their shrine area. But the skull-shaped locks and the chests look more recent.
Yeah.
You can make an investigation check.
Yeah, I was gonna say I might try just opening them anyway and making sure they're actually locked.
Yeah.
Or is it like a latch that's on it?
I mean, they look clearly like they're locked. Yeah, these are, unless you think they're like illusionary or something. But
There's nothing I can do about the lock then.
yeah, like I say, you can make an investigation check just to check everything over.
Nah, I'll let somebody else suffer with me before that happens.
I don't have time for this.
Yeah, I'll come back out and just be like, yeah, there's some language that I don't understand, and there's 2 locks. You guys didn't find any skeleton keys, did you?
Well, I can look like a skeleton and I can open locks.
Make your way over here, big boy.
Not that big.
Well, I just meant.
I'm a dex.
He's been
I'm a
called
dex.
beautiful. He's been called big.
I've been called kind.
Yeah,
Alaric's just really confused with what's going on
I
here.
know. You try to act like so edgy and dark, and it's like everybody just loves you.
That's a pretty long jump.
Yeah, there's.
All
no
right,
way
who
in
wants
hell
to toss a
Millie's
dwarf?
gonna be able to jump
Huh?
over.
Any takers? I heard y'all tall people like to do that type of stuff.
I love that we just fought this giant epic boss battle with all these things, but it's the 15-foot jump that everybody's like, "Oh no, I can't possibly."
I've been trying to do it for 5 minutes, but everybody else is busy. I
Yeah.
literally am over there, and I've cast comprehend languages.
Okay. Okay, look at you. Comprehend languages. You see
I am a wizard, barely.
I like that visual too, that it just kind of like does that neat effect where it just translates before your eyes into a language, into your language. And the message is 1,001 terrible curses on anyone who dares steal the magnificent treasures of his honorable excellency Mushir Farouk Mustakabar. Blessed be his name. I will copy and paste that.
Alaric just puts his hands on our dwarf friend and gives him wings so he can fly across the chasm.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa, ho, ho. Look at this. Hey, look at me. I'm a flying dwarf. Friggin' can't touch this dances
come back
across
in.
the other
You
side.
come back in with wings after Bahn asked you if you can fly in the beginning, and you said no. And Bahn like, what the?
You lied to me.
I can explain. Hold on. I can explain.
And the wings match Alaric's, and it's like, what the?
And you said that's in primordial, right?
Primordial, yeah.
Now, Davros does speak Terran, which is the Earth language of primordial.
You would,
would
I
that
think,
count a little bit?
Yes, absolutely would. Yeah, you would be able to get. It might be like slightly different, like dialect or something, but the written language you would definitely be able to read that, and you can recognize it as being like the language of the elementals and the elemental planes and stuff.
Yeah.
But the chests look like they've been here after the
Age
of the Red.
This whole room and maybe the chests do look pretty old, but the locks specifically look like they're new.
Would I be able to make a history check to see if I know who Mushir Farik Mutakabir?
You could, but also your friends, your newfound friends, could tell you, because they learned this information from another NPC, that this used to be the lair of like an elder genie, and that name would certainly match up with that. Before it was cleared out and taken over by the Imperium.
I don't have anything that breaks locks.
I have something that breaks locks. Big stick.
Yeah, I never did take that spell. Sorry.
I can pick locks.
Did you? When you say can't take it, do you mean you don't have it in your book, or you just didn't pick it this morning?
Oh no, I don't got it in my book. See?
Oh.
Yeah. I took Candy Blast instead.
Fair.
Fair.
Millie yells from across the chasm, I have a couple vials of acid if you need to burn through some locks.
Can't you run on the walls at your level?
Yeah, but is this just a void, or is it...
I mean,
have an idea
if your
how
character's
she wants...
freaked out by it, that's totally fair, but I just, mechanically, I don't know.
Well, What I think she's going to do is she's going to grab her decanter of endless water and grab onto it and try to use it as a jetpack to go 15 feet.
That's the most dangerous.
Turn it
That's the
upside down,
most dangerous thing you can
activate it,
do.
and
As you
ride it
do.
over.
As you do. It says the monk who could jump like 50 feet.
I know. Note to self: put more 15-foot pits from this party. They'll spend all their fucking resources trying to get across.
I cast wish. I would like to cross the chasm.
Everybody
I
was
cast a wish.
I wish there wasn't a chasm.
Millie has a 6-foot long jump.
There's 100 gold in the
she only
chest.
can jump
What?
6 feet.
Yeah.
There you go. Sure. I'll let you decanter your way across the chasm.
Awesome.
Yeah, and she'll pull out one of her vials of acid and put it on the lock and see if it melts it.
I like that.
I like that too. Yeah.
I cast Bardic Inspiration on Alaric if he's going to try pick a lock.
Oh, and I got guidance. Everybody gets slapped on the back. You got this.
Okay,
Guidance.
so
Boom.
we acid one of them, and then Alaric is working to pick the other one with Bardic Inspiration and Guidance.
Baldur's Gate this shit. All the stacks.
Turn on all the stuff. Yep. Quick save first. You're like, I'm not failing this. All right, use all your things.
No.
And what's your bardic inspiration now? A D10
D10. Yes, sir.
or 15?
10. Yeah.
Oh, did that work? Yeah, try it again. Try it again.
Not quite. Alaric, give me. Hang on, I gotta read the fine print. Give me 1 second.
Eric is desperately trying to find a way for us to end the session. Come on, you guys, get the goddamn thing open.
Genie appears and says, "You're taking too long." Here.
Yeah.
What I like is Bahn starts
Okay.
putting pressure on Alaric because the acid starts eating through the other one. He's like, the acid's gonna beat you.
Alaric, give me an investigation check as you're picking the lock.
An investigation check? Yeah, that's going to be good.
You fail to pick the lock. Okay, and you're just frustrated.
I have a particular set of skills. This is not one of them.
Looking at things is not one of them.
No, it's not.
No.
All right.
How heavy are these chests? How heavy are these chests?
I'm farsighted, darn it.
They feel like they're pretty fucking heavy. They feel like they are full of loot.
Yeah.
Kind of
you
just
need
want to
to
like huck one of these chests out to the cavern and see what
Are
happens.
you in here? Are you in here? You need to be in here because for whatever is about to blow up in our face, you need to be in here for too. Especially if you're asking how heavy it is.
Meanwhile, Davros is figuring
Well, I'm
trying
in
to
here.
hold his
I
intestines
jumped
in at the
over
same
ages ago.
time.
Yeah. I mean, the cave wall does have a warning on it. With the vial of acid, I will say that does eat through the lock, even though it's a pretty good lock, but you know, acid's acid. So that one is unlocked. And the northern chest, you can open it up, and it has the following loot, which is a pretty good payday for what you guys just went through. 7,000 gold pieces, 1,300. So it's fucking heavy. 1,300 platinum pieces, a 3-inch diameter sphere of polished obsidian worth 300 gold, a translucent amphora of greenish white onyx worth 750 gold, 11 blue spinels worth 500 gold each, and a red corundum elemental gem.
And somewhere in the distance, Rye is screaming, "I want the elemental gem."
I think you guys had one previously, right? I don't remember.
Mhm.
Did he?
That was a wedding. That was a wedding present.
And I think he used it in a previous boss battle.
Yeah, that was the wedding present. Here, take this.
So this is a huge payday from one chest.
Can I try the chest again?
I'll allow it.
He slapped you on the back. Okay, you got it this time. Come on.
More guidance, more guidance.
I'll spend another bardic inspiration.
With our powers
you.
combined,
Okay.
13, slightly better. You have a +8. Yeah.
Keep doing 2 better on each roll.
Just saying.
All right, what do we get? Another 1d4 from guidance.
So, egads.
Okay, 14.
No.
The real boss fight is the lock on the
Oh,
final
no.
chest.
Vaughn just pats Alaric on the shoulder and says, I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Alaric goes and sits in the corner and just cries.
just lets it out. This is the thing that finally breaks him.
I push that other chest off the edge.
Where are we putting it?
Can
Yeah,
we do an
to, like, the
Arcana
ditch there.
check?
You can give me an
On this thing?
investigation check.
Investigation. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes,
Or
I'll do your checks, but I'm pushing. I'm pushing the whole time.
pushing. It's heavy, but yeah, you could probably push it
You
very.
got 3 rounds of activity.
Yeah, I got a 13.
Yeah,
Not
you're
the
not quite
best.
sure what's going on with his chest.
Around.
You can take another round at it. Yeah, it looks like you're making some progress on this lock. But Alaric looks
Have
like he's
more
broken.
acid if you want to try the acid on the other one.
Yes.
The whole time she's just like, I've got acid. Yep, Millie, you can come up and pour your acid on it, and the acid finally eats through that lock.
Oh, that was easy.
Yeah, they are weak to acid. And then Millie, when you open that one, a hidden rune in the lid of the chest suddenly lights up and explodes, and I need everyone in this room
Counterspell.
Can you counterspell? I guess.
When a magical effect.
Oh,
Okay.
No.
I don't know what level it is though.
Is it
I'm
glyph
gonna use my
warding?
last
It
level 4.
is.
It's not
Oh.
casting the spell, though. The spell is cast when the ward is put on there.
Is that how? It
Oh
works?
no, it's a creature. It says when a
Okay.
creature
Yeah.
is in the process of casting
I was
a
thinking
spell.
that would be an awkward. Yeah.
Yep, I can't do it.
Can I?
Right.
Okay.
Yes,
Can
go
I
ahead.
just for fun?
Yep.
I've been pushing this thing off the cliff.
Sure.
We say that like it was like just on the edge of the cliff, maybe,
Uh-huh.
and then when you cast it, it started like bzzz, like it was gonna explode, and I just like pushed it off the cliff.
When you say cliff, you mean off into the void here?
Well, the void doesn't go into like nowhere, right? It's just to like a stone floor.
That's
Right.
true. I did say the portal was closed. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Yes, I do like that. But because you're on the edge, I'm gonna have you and only you then have to make the save for as you push it off. You're
Okay.
just in the radius.
I can make a check to whether I succeed or not as well if you want. It's up to you.
That's true. Give me an athletics check.
Because that I can do very well.
See if you are
Still
okay.
not great.
So you were able to shove this chest just off of, like, you're trying to time it basically where Millie's still, pouring the acid on it. And then as soon as she opens it, well, maybe the athletics is made to shove her out of the way and then shove the chest quickly down into the pit. But I'm going to have you give me a dexterity saving throw.
I'm so good at these.
Well, ironically, you're the only one with enough hit points to be able to withstand this. You do make the save, so you take half damage. So you only take 14 thunder damage as it just explodes outward with a blast of energy. And then you can go down into that pit, which, I don't know, you guys have ways of getting down there. And
Yep, Davros has the flying.
yeah,
feet.
you've got fucking wings on. You're fine. And in that one, you see a number of really great loot, including a hat of disguise, 2 arrows of ghoul slaying, and a gold hilt engraved with an eye beneath the eyes of the rising sun, depicting the sun goddess Lada. It is a sun blade. So Hat of Disguise, 2 arrows of Ghoul Slaying, and a Sunblade. In addition to all the loot you guys got above. So good luck divvying all that up. The shrine has been cleansed, I guess. The portal has been closed. You've defeated the Avatar. This was certainly an auspicious moment that you were able to come in here. You did hear the fact that she was mentioning the Krakovan noble and his blood and him being used for other purposes. And you obviously know the Krakovan noble you're after. You're still trying to rescue the Archduke, whom you are... the other tip-off you got is that he is in the city that is nearby. However, with this area cleansed, you all feel like you can safely get a long rest here and get a level up. Level up to 12. Things are getting stronger. And then from there, you all can make your way down to the boat and then to the pure city of Vandekhul, the Ghoul Imperium city.
Okay.
So we will try to deal with the loot maybe in between sessions or something. We'll post it in the Discord and try to figure things out for because it's a lot of different loot. But for next time, definitely have a long rest and a level up as well. And that is going to do it for this session of Empire of the Ghouls. This was a longer one. We had to get through a big climactic boss fight. So thank you all for sticking with some extra innings. Thank you so much to Morgan, Jason, Stan, Brandon, and Marcus for playing. And thank you to all the patrons for making these sessions happen. Shouts to Platinum patrons, Joe, Will, Thomas, Stan, Brennan, Zenicider, Eclectic, Roll Plural, Christopher, Corey, Big Nut, John F, John L, Nathan, Craig Chrisley, Counter, Andrew, The Relder, Stephanie, Jason, Ismail, Amit, Lumpy Spuds, Sharni, Warden, Harold, Unimone, LLC, Tom, AJ, The The Dogs, Caleb, Luca, Nicholas, and Marcus, and Gold patrons, RPG, Papercrafts, Pretty Boy, and Yuga, Dead Lizard Lounge, Jerome, Nathan, Felska, Tortoise, Scott, Rufus, Jerry, Glenn, and Mark. Thank you all very much for your support. See you next time.
Thank you.
Bye.
Boy, this was a long one. 3.5. My goodness.
Really 4.
Also, Davros does make a little house for everybody. Does not believe on sleeping on the ground. He doesn't do that anymore.
Even though you're a geomancer. You like the ground.
Alaric left the sign indefinite and closed for
God.
repairs in Darkle on the dock.
Yeah.